All right. Oh, I'm live right now. Y'all hear me now? I'm live. I didn't even know. Any better? No? Yeah. I don't know no sign language. Oh, y'all can hear me now? Okay, cool. All right. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right. So, as I was trying to say, I'm getting Kay for you now, Trash Can Way. So, hopefully, she'll be up soon. I thank you, Unique View, as always, for coming. My Vivid Life, you're my babe. Trash Can Ways, thank y'all. So, today, like I was saying earlier, I have someone on Tuesday that is I know, right? That was a little stress. Stuff like that just breaks me down, make me want to cry. So excuse the hat. I didn't feel like brushing out this wig. I just didn't feel like it. Okay. So anyway, and I would never come on. So we have someone on Tuesday that is gonna a black guy, and I thought it was so important to get a black man to come and speak about mental health on Tuesday, because a lot of times men, y'all tend to hold things in. But I know Trash Can Waves like, yeah. We're not gonna talk about none of that today. I get it. But I did want, so if we have any questions or anything or any concerns, I can take it back to him and he can be better prepared for us. So I hope y'all can make it on Tuesday. It's gonna be, of course, very interactive, and any kind of questions y'all want to ask, and God forbid, snuggle. Thank you, Unique View. That's gonna be funny. So I did want to share this real quick since we talk about mental health. And I'm getting Kay. Kay should be coming on around about 8. So what time on Tuesday? I believe it's like 8 o'clock on Tuesday. I have it already set up, surprisingly. Let me see. So what do y'all think about this here? Let's see. And it's something I want to share with y'all as a group before I put it out there. So anyway, y'all check this out. What do y'all think about this? Let me see what I do. Oh no, Kay is coming. So I know I had to get that wrapped up for you, Trash Can Ways. I have a sneaky feeling if I don't keep Kay around that you're gonna fall off. So because I know I'm just not cutting it for you. So anyway, so what do y'all think about this here? A woman sues Geico Insurance for getting an STD after having sex in the back seat. She actually is trying to sue Geico for $1 million because the car she is in is insured by Geico, and she got an STD in said car. So she figured she is supposed to get everything covered. And since Geico does not want to pay for her STD that she got on her own accord, she's suing Geico. What do y'all have to say about that? Like, what is happening right now? What the heck is going on? Let me see. She sued for what? Yeah, sued for getting an STD and her car that Geico is covering. So she was in the backseat of her car. He said, I can neither confirm or deny that without Kay, I'll fall off. I know what it is. I mean, I ain't no sucker. I know what it is. She got hit and ran. I know. And she wanted Geico to pay for it. So she is literally suing Geico for $1 million, y'all. Like, give me a break. People are crazy. She from Florida. I know, right? I know. That's a good question. I don't think so, because Charlemagne the God is very, very good at bringing that up. She lives in Florida, but she is not a Floridian, so that makes she's okay. Otherwise, I don't know if I can deal with someone from Florida, because I've been there, done that, and that gets crazy. Like Floridian people, they start off normal, and you think they're gonna be the coolest people, and then it gets so weird, and it's like, what is happening? So I just wanted to just share that with y'all and have a good laugh, because I thought it was funny. Let me see one more thing. And I just wanted to share this. I wanted to share this with y'all before, because I did like a little short thank you video, because I don't have a community tab yet. So please excuse me when I thank y'all, whoever sponsors or just in general. Oh, here is Kay. Thank God, right?
Okay.
Hey, girl, what's going on?
Hey, girl, hey.
Yeah, what's his name? Trash Can Wait. He's what's his name to me because he ain't coming for me. He said he can confirm or deny that he will stick around if it wasn't for you. So, hey,
Well, damn. Okay,
yeah,
all right.
he's.
Let me
I
go
mean,
get
but
my other
I
phone.
like brutal honesty. I love that. I love that. Florida folks are nutty. I'm from the Northeast. Exactly. I'm clear. I cleared. I got you, girl. I got you. Oh, so okay, check this out. Woman
What we talking
sues.
about?
Well, we're supposed to be talking about mental health, but that's we just here to talk. I don't know.
Okay, okay. So it's
Okay, so this here, it says, hold on, I'm trying to get it out the way. Okay, so woman sues Geico Insurance for getting an STD. I'm trying to move this out the way. Stop. Dang, I got too much crap going on. Anyway, basically a woman sued Geico Insurance because she got an STD in the back of her own car. Okay, she figured.
I'm still listening, but keep talking. Go ahead,
Okay,
but I'm gonna mute myself.
she figured that Geico was supposed to pay for her STD and her treatment because she was in her car and they should cover it. Of course, they don't want to pay for the claim. So guess what they did? That's what she's doing. She's suing them for $1 million. Now that's a good point. Hey, Trish Garner, how are you doing, sweetheart? Yes, we are a fan, baby. Thank you. So, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think? Y'all, I mean, technically, she has a point. Technically, because if something happens,
I have
in
a,
your let's just say something was stolen. Hold on, okay, let me ask you this.
I have a
So,
question
if
because I needed clarity. I just wanted
yeah,
clarity.
yeah, yeah,
She's
what's that?
suing Geico because she caught an STD while she was in her car.
Yes, she was having sex in the
Okay,
backseat of her
I can't.
car.
No. Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, yeah. So this goes along with mental illness because people are insane. So I just want to know. I mean, okay. So let's say if you have something stolen out of your car, now do your insurance company pay for that? They pay for that, right? Technically, they do, or how does that work? Because that's almost because someone stole her dignity. So I wonder, if that's on the same lines of someone stealing, like, like if I left my purse in my car or something like that, would they cover it, or what do y'all think? Whatever. And we're just gonna be BSing around with this until we get into a really good. I want to talk about relationships. I like what my Vivid Life did last night. She was talking about relationships and stuff, and it was really good. I got to get some stuff off my chest that I didn't think I needed to get off my chest. Speaking of which, my Vivid Life. And put in the comments, y'all think she has a valid case to sue Geico $1 million since she did get the STD in her car. Technically, she should.
What's that got to do with her driving though?
I mean, but okay, so my question was if she had, like, let's say I left my purse in my car and my purse was stolen, would the insurance company pay for that?
Say it again. If you what?
If the insurance company, would the insurance company pay if my purse was stolen out of my car?
If hold on, they would if someone broke into your car.
Right. Okay, so someone broke into her and took her dignity and her
Was
self-respect.
she raped?
No. But if she was, they still probably wouldn't pay for it though, right? So my question,
No, it's
well,
still
we can't
not
say that
on the
word on
car
we can say that
insurance.
word on YouTube too. But we're not monetized, so it really don't matter. But yeah. So I don't know. So y'all think we
Hold
say,
on. So
mhm,
okay, so she was fucking willingly in her car. I'm just
right
and
in the
she
back
caught an
seat?
STD from
Yes,
the person that she was fucking, and she
yes,
wants Geico to pay for her healthcare needs
yes,
around the STD, not the guy that gave her the STD.
right.
And of course, there's no proof to say that that's where she actually got it anyway. Not that that even matters at this point, but
Hmm.
she could have picked it up anywhere. So there's no proof to say he's the one that gave it to her, unless, of course, he's been tested and that's the
And
only person she's been with.
who's to
But
say she actually got it in the car too? That's a good
right,
point.
that's that right.
Mm-hmm.
She could have been fucking anywhere. But even more importantly, there was
Mm-hmm.
no incident with the vehicle. That's like saying if you got a hot cup of coffee from McDonald's and spilled it on yourself, you can
Mm.
sue Geico.
Well,
No,
they sue
you need.
McDonald's for that though.
Well, that's not exactly what they sued McDonald's for, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what everybody thinks they sued McDonald's for. But what you call it? She actually got next to nothing out of that. She donated that money, but their coffee was hotter than it was supposed to be. It should not have caused those level of burns that it did on her. That being
Mhm.
said, though, back to Miss STD, um, even if it was a rape, I don't see how Geico could be liable for that.
Yeah. Okay. So I remember when we were together and my car was my truck was stole broken into, and and my purse was in there. Remember we went to the club, girl. Remember we went to the club.
Okay, okay,
You remember? You forgot? And you
yeah.
remember they
Oh
busted to
yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
and they okay, and my purse was stolen. And remember, my husband at the time he got them to pay for it, even though my
Right,
premium jacked up like crazy. You know
right,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
My
So tech.
insurance company paid when my stuff was stolen out. They paid for the stuff that was in the car as well
Okay, so
as
that's my point. So why
that's
wouldn't they
not the
pay
same
for?
thing. Did someone break into her car? Did someone break into
Yeah,
her
that
car and
guy who
give her
gave
an
it an
STD? Was
STD.
there any damage to her car that would fall back on the insurance company? There was no damage to her car.
But I mean, but even if
Someone
my car,
damaged your car to break into your car.
right? But even if they just stole something, they probably still would have covered it,
Right. If
possibly.
you let's say you left your doors unlocked
Right.
and you did and someone broke into your car and stole some, yes, the insurance company can cover that. They can also deny your claim if you did not protect your car. If you didn't do your part, they have the right to deny your claim, especially in the state of North Carolina. The state of North Carolina, if they could put 1% of the blame on you, they don't have to pay.
You're right about that. That's North Carolina. They don't even come out.
That's the literal law.
This is
1%.
this is
They don't
trash
have
can wait.
to.
He said if the car transformed into an Autobot and had sex with her and she got sick, that she could be covered by
Right. If
insurance.
that if Optimus Prime gave her a damn STD, then yes,
And then she got
if
an FP,
Bumblebee,
and then she got HPV. I mean, so I mean, HPV is not like is one of those things that just show up quickly. So she wants $1 million, y'all. She actually wants $1 million for this. You say you
Geico should
understand
give her the
trash.
finger.
Had to see this mess if I watched your video. We say that's comprehensive coverage.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Let
mm-mm.
me
That's some
see.
BS.
He said, I knew this was going to be special. What the funk says, what the trash can way say, what the funk is perfectly understandable. Coverage with a lot of assurance surrounded by full coverage. Yeah. So anyway, that was goofy. That was super duper doofy, super duper goofy. So I just want to do that as a little icebreaker. So you got yourself
Okay.
straightened out everything?
I think I got my life under control for the moment. We'll
I
see.
know. I hear you. I hear you. All right. Let me see. So what else I want to share? Oh, so I wanted to share this with y'all before. Let's see. So I got a shout out today. And I know it's not a big deal, but to me it is. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. How do I share? So the channel got a shout out from and he did the worst video where I was looking like a total wreck. So he
Why do you keep getting online look like a total record? They're talking shit about it later.
I know because I be just trying to get on there. Girl, this is I'm an introvert, so if I don't hurry up and get on there, then it's gonna be over.
It's a
So
wrap.
anyway, O'Shea Du Jackson, he put this on his community tab, and hopefully he will allow me to do allow us rather to do a interview on his platform. So y'all know that is going to be like amazing. So he's like, shout out this channel. Your favorite pharmacist, a wonderful African American creator who is and then I must have cut the rest off. But either way, he just did one of my videos on here, which absolutely was horrible. But I guess he was just throwing something in there, which I don't blame him.
Oh, I
So,
thought I was waiting on a screenshot of you looking a hot mess. What happened? What a
oh no,
screenshot.
this is a picture, like a regular picture, but the video is on his thingy. It's on my thingy. But he just did a shout out. So hopefully we can get a we call it see Kelly looking like a sexy sister sideshow Bob.
Who's
What?
Kelly?
I don't know who he's referring to because who can you see? I mean, you can't see anything. Compliments to K Hair.
Oh, thank you.
TLA. What about TLA? Yay, congratulations. Thank you, my Vivid Life. What the phone is she going to kick your ass? What are they talking about?
I
And
have no
TLA
idea.
shout out. and TLA shot at the shot out. Are you serious?
Okay, TLA.
When did
What
he
is
have a
TLA?
show? Did he have a show today? He
Oh,
kept
give me
it.
that cranberry one. It's
He
in
kept
the
it
other
classy
side.
for you. When did this happen? Because I don't remember. Did you mix me up with Kay? I know what the funk is this exactly because that's the only people he can see.
I want to see something.
I believe he was talking to Kay. Okay. Pharmacist doing the first grade photo with her hands in the picture. You know what the fuck? Okay, you see how he playing me? Really? That's what we doing?
Oh, girl, I had to get my sip on. What happened?
No, what the funk saying? What the funk? I think I have the screen say. What the funk said? Doing that first grade photo with her hands in the picture. It's for you. I do look greasy too.
Oh, yeah, that.
I look so wet. I look past greasy. I look wet. But you know, my the girl who was taking my photos. Oh my god, the room was so freaking hot. I was sweating like, and I don't sweat.
Why you shining? Is that why you're shining?
I don't sweat. I don't sweat, unfortunately. But it comes, but the lights were hot. And the only reason I was smiling like that, because she said, listen, if you hurry up and do a good smile, then you will be able to get a cookie. And I got, one of them cookies you got me. And that's a cookie smile. Okay, it's under the TLA community tab. You see, oh, what the funk is this? Moist button.
No. Good God. I don't have a problem with the word moist, but it just sounds gross. That sounds like the old creepy dude stalking children at the school. Now, that picture does not, it looks like you were in pain.
Because it was so hot. I can't tolerate heat. I cannot tolerate heat. I was suffering. I was suffering. Okay. Pharmacy, you got two channels, right? I'm making sure I'm not talking to a clone. But my other channel is not really a channel. It's something I started off with. But it's not a channel. It's just something I did to sign on to YouTube. So yeah, but Ask Pharmacist Tish and Your Favorite Pharmacist is the same broad. Hit the button. Thank you. What the funk is this? And I'm nice to see you. You're not gonna come on looking all sexy, looking like a snack.
Tish, why are you frozen on my side?
I am
on my side. Maybe it's just my phone.
Yeah, because I think I'm moving. I was having audio issues, which was stressful. All right, so what are we gonna talk about today, y'all? What's the topic?
Okay, so we really came on with no subject.
Yeah, well, I was gonna talk about mental health because on Tuesday doing an interview with this mental health therapist guy, and he's a black guy, and I thought it was important for the brothers and even us black women to see a fellow African American who is talking about mental health and the importance of it. So I thought that maybe we can discuss it and, maybe, what questions we would have. But basically, I just want to talk about relationships tonight, really. I really don't have nothing to talk about.
You don't want to talk about mental health? Okay, I got to do mental health.
No, we can talk about anything. I meant Pharmacist TLA shout you out on his, okay, got you. Okay, Tish is you, whatever. By the way, you see Pink Book lesson talking about you. Pink Book is... Yeah, she's a real she's a hater.
Pink Book lessons? What is she saying about you?
That basically I'm a hoe and stuff like that.
Oh, because you hit on everybody.
Do I do that? I just be trying to get with what the funk, but he playing hard to get, and I be forgetting to chase. I don't know how to chase that guy. I keep forgetting. Oh, speaking of chase, y'all let me tell you about my ex-husband. Why he gonna?
Oh,
right.
Hold on, I'm listening. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second. Why get up?
Why he gonna call me today? He was texting at first, and then he go call me. Why you ain't? Because I saw him. Okay, how long ago was it that I saw him?
About a month.
It wasn't probably a month quite yet. No, it wasn't a month. Probably like 3 weeks. Yeah, almost a month. Yeah, 3 weeks. And so, he thought he was going to, slide. And I was like, nah.
Slide in them DMs.
Okay, slide. Yeah, in these PMs. And so I was like, so he was just so taken aback. But like I told you already, I haven't banged anyone in a year. And he was the last person I banged. So he really thought, it bugged him so much. Because he just really thought I was going to be a sure thing. So he thought.
Why? I still don't understand why he thought.
Because he's a man and he's arrogant.
You didn't give him any reason to think that.
I mean, I was kissing him and stuff, yeah.
You left
Oh,
that part out,
oh yeah. Let
dumbass.
me tell the
You
whole
mean
story.
okay? You talking about you kissed him the last time you saw him? You did tell me that. You told me that
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So,
Still,
he slide to the left, bang. You wish. And so he had the nerve to ask me, and he sounded so sad. It was kind of sad, y'all. He's like, y'all, no, not y'all. He said, Tish, why we didn't have sex the last time we saw each other? He sounded like a baby. I always felt so bad for him. I'm like, oh my
no,
god.
you didn't. No,
I
you
know, right?
didn't.
I
No,
mean,
you
funny.
didn't. Not even a little bit.
You see, we were just talking about the other night. You see, I know exactly. Here we are again. Exactly. That might be a sign. A sign to do what? For nothing. He going back to his country, so that's good. That's good. I don't care where you go. It don't matter. So I guess before he left the country, he just had to know why this American trick and give him no. They say, oh wow, pharmacist got some baggage to get rid of before she ready for what the fungus said. No, my baggage is gone, honey. I mean, I can't help if he come back. Of course, why wouldn't he? I mean, like I was a good screw. I mean, duh. Anyway, so that's the point because I have that what K.
Exquisite
Yeah,
snatch.
you know that's right. And it's what K.
I don't
Moist.
know. What is it? Ah!
Moist.
Ew!
Moist.
Ew!
Moist. Moist.
Ew! Ew!
Mm.
Ew! Ew! No, ma'am.
Oh gosh, but
A
I
bit
love.
much. A bit much.
So I had asked a question because I was on what's his name platform? What was Unc? Old man on the
Uncle
block.
Stu.
Uncle Stu, yeah. So I was on his
Mm-hmm.
platform and I had a question. And let's see, what was it about? So basically, he was saying, so I think it was the Ingram Experience, another YouTuber, and he was saying something about, if you're young and you're successful, don't definitely think about being with a woman who has children. And he was trying to make it that also younger women. Okay, that was one part of it, and the other part was get with a younger woman, but not too young. But age. Be like, let's say if you're 36, definitely you can get with someone like 25 or over, something like that. Even though 21 and over would be fine, whatever. But he was saying the younger the woman, the less bodies she would have. And I was like, that's
I don't
not true. These
understand. What do you
young
mean?
girls, huh?
The less body.
The less
The way these
bodies.
chicks coming with ass coming up. All the ass I see on these chicks these days.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? Y'all think the younger the
No, they
woman,
got
the
more
less.
ass than we did back then. We
I
didn't
know
have
that's
ass
I
like
said.
that.
These girls are have more bodies than me, and I'm an old broad, and these girls are really like getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Why you look like that? You act like I said something that you didn't agree with.
Oh, you know me. I'm just red penciling. Pay me no mind.
Red pistol and what?
I red pencil everything. I'm the grammar police. Okay, leave me alone. It puts a weird look on my face, but I'm over it now.
And what did I say wrong?
Do we really have to go over it?
Yeah, I
It
do.
wasn't worth discussing.
I mean, I want to grow and learn my grammar. So
Really,
what did I say
really.
wrong?
It
Do you
was the way
know?
you used the word bodies. It just was improper. That's all. No biggie. Keep
Oh,
moving.
that's what the young people say these days. They call them bodies. You didn't know that? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I have a young daughter, so that's why I said that. Yeah, they call them bodies. Like, how many bodies you got? Yeah, right. I mean, I know I'm not
Oh, that
tripping
would
on.
irk my nerves. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So see, that's why we didn't even discuss it.
I told her to go work before she comes here. What the fuck? Y'all be dissing me so hard. So do y'all think that a woman's age is a direct proportion to how many how many partners she had? So I told him, I was like, that is not the case whatsoever. But maybe that is me. Maybe these young girls
Do we think
are,
that a woman's what?
if the older the woman, the more bodies she would have, the more partners she would have had.
More likely. I mean, see, men have a hard time. Most men have a hard time thinking about that. Like they want a chick that's a virgin before they want to get serious, or at least very few partners. Like she can't have more than 3 partners, otherwise she a hoe. But
Mhm.
he got 100 under his name. But God forbid she should have 50 notches on her belt. But if you think realistically, let's just say that the average woman doesn't have sex until 18, which we know that's not true. But let's just say from 18 to 30, she's single.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The average woman is collecting 3 bodies a year.
3 a year.
So 3 a
Wow.
year minimum. I mean, if she's not
Wow.
in a committed relationship, what's to
3 a year.
stop her
That's a
from
lot of. That's
what's
a
what's
lot,
to stop
though.
her from collecting 1 body a month? Shoot, if that's at 12 bodies a month for 12 years, that's 144 bodies. You know, so
For a
that
year.
could if she's doing one a month, that's just saying she's doing one person a month. But then we see Jerry Springer show, not Jerry Springer. What's the name of the other one? But
Maury.
You Are Not the Daddy. Which one is that?
Maury.
Maury, the Maury
Mm-hmm.
Povich show, where these chicks bodying 4 or 5 people in the same time period that she's not sure which one the baby daddy. So
Mm.
but let's just say she's chaste and she's very, she's just
Like
not sleeping
me.
with everybody. Yeah, of
Right.
course, like you and your exquisite snatch. Yes. Okay. So let's just say that she's just like you. And let's
Mm-hmm.
say, but no, let's just say she's different because she's bodying 3 a year, one
Whew.
every 4 months. That's not even whole shit. One every 4 months. That's not whole shit. But if you start adding it up over the years and 12 years later,
Mm-hmm.
she can easily hit 36 to 40 people.
I mean, but you gotta be a real. I mean, as a woman, you're not handling business if you bodying for a year. That means, I mean, because that means you with these men for a period of time, probably anticipating some form of relationship, and it doesn't work out. So it seems like by the second body, you should have figured it out. Like, come on, you need to be handling
Okay, but
business.
women have needs. The vagina is a muscle. It needs to be stimulated. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
So
community
if she
pro,
enjoys sex, why would she not have sex? Is she supposed to
because
sit around and wait? Because men aren't sitting around waiting.
I guess it takes, yeah, I guess it takes, it depends on, hey, community solutions pro one. I guess it depends on what you want. Like, I mean, definitely, I love sex. I mean, and it's, y'all, I mean, y'all don't know me, but my energy is very chaotic because I haven't had it in a while. I mean, but I know I want a relationship, and I know if I have sex, all I'm doing with people I know I'm not going to be with for sure, then all I'm gonna do is wasting my time and adding notches on and keep myself busy with the wrong person where I can be open for the right person, I mean, granted, this year
Right.
has
But
took me longer than I anticipated. I mean, but I mean, it depends on what the woman wants. So if you want a
if
relationship, you cannot be screwing guys thinking you're going, sometimes that's it rarely happens that way to the
I
benefit of
got
the
you.
woman. Yeah. You say 3 a year is not a lot in restaurants. What? What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean? 3 a year is not a lot in restaurants. What do you mean restaurants?
Maybe he meant reality. I don't know.
Man, I want some crabs now. I'm thinking about a restaurant. I want some crab legs with
From
some
what
corn and some
age?
potatoes. Oh, I'm sorry. From what age?
No,
And
repeat bodies don't count.
oh, hold up. Let me do a disclaimer. My vivid life. You better stop now. I'm trying to be good now. But yeah. Okay, so let me update y'all guys. So the rule of thumb is 4. A woman has never had more than 4 partners. If you had sex with 2 Steves, yeah, 4 is a number. If you had sex with 2 Steves, that's only 1. That don't count. And
Okay. If he got a little dick, that did not count.
why that don't count? It's still something
Because I mean,
action
barely
happening.
penetrated. I mean, you probably didn't feel it, so it didn't count. If it was really bad, we don't count those either.
That's true too. Y'all in the chat, how many men are one? Well, men, y'all don't care about. Y'all want more numbers, but women, if y'all had a bad, I only have a couple of women. I mean, have I had? I mean, even when I had a bad one, I had like really one bad one, and I still have to count it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, I wouldn't count shit.
But
But no,
yeah.
didn't happen. If I
So
didn't
do
come,
y'all?
it didn't happen. That should be the rule.
And then they say that guy that you needed your bills paid and you ask him for money, you give him some.
Sugar
They said
daddies
that
don't count.
right, exactly. Because that's a job.
Right, that's a job. Like I had a girlfriend, she had a sugar daddy and a boyfriend, and
uh,
she was like, "Am I cheating?" I said, "No, not really." I said, "Is your boyfriend paying your bills?" She's like, "No." I said, "Is your sugar daddy paying your bills?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, that's a job."
so yes, your one job. She said. So my vivid life acts from what age and what if there's a repeat bodies. So what from what age of what? I'm not understanding. I should understand, but I'm not high mileage. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but
What do you
most
mean?
women ain't gonna tell you they high mileage, but some you can tell.
How can you tell? So you can just look at a woman and tell they have mileage?
How are you hoes in a restaurant? How are you a hoe in a restaurant? I'm so confused by that statement.
What
What
do
the
you
hell does
mean?
that
Yeah,
mean?
what's restaurants? All you're doing is making me hungry. Community solution. Hey, lady. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It makes me want some crab legs. Think about hoes and
Who the
restaurants. For
hell is
some
Kelly?
repeat bodies, Kelly. I'm not sure if he's talking about my vivid life or.
Is her name Kelly?
Hold on. I think you mean Kay. Are you meaning?
Is he
No, I
talking?
think you
Is he
meant
talking to
no.
me?
No, my vivid life was talking about repeat bodies.
No. But,
Yeah, of course we're not gonna talk about
yeah,
repeat
we
bodies.
rolling it back.
Hmm?
Yeah, women are gonna roll it back because y'all know y'all can't handle the truth. If
I
you
mean,
think about the fact she done had oral sex with 100 dudes, you don't
mm.
want. Are you even thinking wife material at that point? She could be a real good person. She just been shitted on a whole bunch of times. You know, she didn't get it right. She kept screwing up. But no, you're gonna be stuck on them 100 bodies. So what's she gonna tell you? Four.
Oh, oh, not four, four.
Four.
Oh,
Okay.
but Trash Can Wave said, check this fool out. He said, these women be trying to roll back the miles by hitting the same D and return it over and over.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true though. A lot of women will
but those
repeat
don't
it to
count.
avoid adding to her count. She don't want
That's
any more bodies on her.
that's what Megan Thee Stallion did. And I ain't gonna lie, that's what I wanted to do with my ex-husband so bad. I was like,
And
you know
not
what?
only, go ahead.
Hmm. No, no, go.
I was gonna say, not only does it keep your body count down, but it also it's reliable. You know exactly what you're gonna get from that. When you
Right.
starting out with new peen, you don't know what you're gonna get. It could be terrible and it could be tiny. You don't know what you're getting up front. You know, he might have a head game and no stroke game.
Mm-hmm.
Or he may have horrible head game and a great stroke. Or he could have horrible both. I mean, you just don't know what you're gonna get. So yeah, it makes more sense to me to repeat a body than to travel on to the next one and take a chance.
I mean, but if you really want a relationship, because men can do that, y'all. I mean, y'all men can just bang. Usually, men can bang, but you know what? Men make it seem like they can bang and keep it pushing, but men be getting caught up too with the soul ties and stuff like that too. Now, do y'all believe in soul ties? And what is what do y'all think a soul tie is? Let me put the link down too if y'all want to come up. But okay, what do you feel about soul ties? What do you think?
Are you on? Oh Lord, my husband's watching. My husband's a big fan of Soul Ties.
Why is that?
Huh? Because I mean, he said it to me from the beginning when we first met that
Mhm.
you know, when you have sex with someone, you know, you're uniting as one and stuff like
Right.
that. I was like, oh, he is so far over my head. I wasn't ready. I
Oh, he
said,
was talking that
hey,
at a young age?
yeah. He
Oh
said,
wow. Oh, I just learned about soul ties like 2 years ago.
he says too many souls. What'd you say?
I just learned about soul ties 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, he told me that when I was 17.
That is wild. What he knew about some soul ties at that
You know,
age?
he was deep. Remember, he was deep because we used to just sit and listen to him talk.
I mean, he was
He's always been deep.
yeah, he
He's
was so
always been
deep.
on another plane.
You would never lie. Let me see. I gotta be burning down there. Let me see. I'm messing up. Let me see. I've been like, are these folks not afraid of catching cooties? I know they
Nope.
don't care, honey. They don't.
If you can't
It
get
makes
folks to
it,
wear a mask, they damn sure ain't wearing no damn condoms.
it
What you
makes you
mean?
it makes you think that this like STD is not a big deal. But y'all know the top two groups of people who catch the cooties is the young people and then
And senior
people
sentences.
right after divorce and stuff, and you used to not using no condoms, or you used to get no sex because your husband or your wife wasn't banging you, and you go out and you realize, whoa, hello. But what y'all think about soul
And
ties?
it
Do
does
y'all know what they are, and do y'all believe in them? Seems like men are now looking for sex without, honey. Okay,
all day,
okay. Here we go.
all day.
Here we go. Okay, you know, scratch what I was asking about soul ties. Okay, community solutions. You're right. Okay, so men, do y'all really want relationships, or y'all really just want to screw? Because that is true. I think, in my opinion, I think all men gonna try you. Even a good man, they gonna try you. Now, the best case scenario is for, like for me, the best case scenario would be for a man to not put that heat on me because I'm trying to really get to know somebody. That I don't want to get caught and lost in the sauce and having sex with an asshole. Okay, this is gotta call a chase. I don't want that. And a lot of times men will behave long enough to get, the sex, and then after that, then all hell, all the crap comes out,
Yeah.
But it just, so I think it's normal for men to try you. But is that all they trying to do? Do men look and want relationships? Like, y'all,
Not
I mean,
right now. Not
not right
most
now.
of them. Not in 2021. Nope.
So so you're saying you think men just want
I
to
was
have
born in
sex?
the wrong era. I'm trying to.
Who
Oh,
said
you were
that?
born in the wrong era. Trash Can said he was born in the wrong era.
In what way?
Maybe because I'm thinking more so in the relationship era. Maybe that's what he's referring to, where people were looking for. Like you made a point the other night about when the music changed in the mid '90s.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The game switched and men were now no longer chasing, whereas before they
Mm-mm.
always did the chase. Now they got people throwing it at them. Even my youngest son, like, I trained him that he's supposed to pay for things and stuff like that, but then these girls won't even let him.
I know.
And I'm like, where your daddy's at?
So
Is
hold on.
your
So
daddy?
elaborate on that story for me. So you have at the time not now, but he was a younger guy, probably in high school or something like that, right? And so
Yeah.
you're trying to say this is a high school guy. He comes from a 2-parent home, a mom and a dad, and the mother because how many black mothers, I hate to say, or mothers in general, take the time to be like, make sure and pay for her meal,
Yeah,
make
you
sure and
open
be a
doors,
gentleman.
you pay for meals, you pay for
Right.
whatever y'all do when you go out. That's how what men are supposed to do. But these chicks come out their pockets first, and it's not even him asking; they just come out their pocket.
Right. And so how many people do that? You know what I'm saying?
A lot. When I've talked to other parents about that, parents with boys, and they're getting the same thing where these chicks come out of their pockets, and like he wanted to like one of his female friends. This wasn't even somebody he was having sex with. This was one of his
Mhm.
female friends who
Right.
her mom or somebody died. I think maybe her grandmother. So she was sad and she was reaching out to him and he was talking to her and he didn't drive at the time. So she was like, "I'm
Okay.
gonna come pick you up." And she came and
Mhm.
picked him out and took him out for ice cream. And he
Mm-mm-mm.
insisted on paying, and she would not let him pay.
That's crazy. That is so
Because I
crazy.
was all in his behind. Like, what do you mean you didn't? She took me out for ice cream. I said, wait a minute. When you say she took you out for ice cream, does that mean she paid or she drove? He said both. I said, you let her pay?
Mm-mm-mm.
And he was like,
So,
Mom, I tried. I tried. She would not let me pay. I'm like, oh my
mm-mm-mm.
goodness. But that's what they were doing. We had girls sending pizzas over to the house and stuff. And anytime he go through drive-throughs, he getting free food. These girls are just they dishing out the money.
Right.
And he never says anything. He never asks for anything. He comes prepared to pay, and they weren't having it. Girls he was dating, girls he was not dating. So
Yeah, that is crazy.
I'm like, who raised you?
I know. So have y'all experienced that? Anyone who have children? Hey, Snuggles. We see the pharmacist is stumbling over her words. Come on, lady. I'm stumbling over a topic. I mean, I'm always stumbling now. I'm not a good speaker at all. So what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, look, that's every day. That's the
I
norm. That's why I
know. I'm
probably
like,
didn't even notice. Look,
sodomites.
it's the big exquisite lips.
Yeah.
I can't resist. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue. Oh, you went
You be
silent.
quiet.
I couldn't hear you
Anyway.
till just now.
But yeah, so what do y'all think? We see what if she was a boot cake party that counts as one session? A what do you mean by
Hold
that?
on. Trash Can asked what year did I graduate? 19. What? Good God. Am I
Well,
telling that?
1999.
92. Oh, yeah, good. I like that year better. 99. No, I graduated in 92.
Yeah, I graduated
Fish
99.
graduated in 99. Yeah, she's very much younger than me. Okay.
Yeah. Or could he that little engine that could choo choo, whatever. Ain't no damn toe tie. You just getting your freak on. Wow, trash can wait. So you trying to say
Oh,
before
shit.
you
Hold on.
trying to
I need to go find my other Bluetooth. Keep talking. I'm listening.
oh Lord, Bluetooth Chronicles, no
You know
problem.
how we do. I've been on the phone all day. Hush. Talking
No,
to
no
your
problem.
ass. Hush.
No problem. So y'all were saying ain't no it. So trash can wait. You really don't believe in a soul tie? Are you serious? I mean, so you're trying to say you can be with a woman over and over and over again, and you won't feel no kind of pull or connection to her whatsoever. Come on. Let me see. Once he puts something inside of you, you will come.
Oh,
Okay.
who said that?
Who you think? Yes.
Snuggles.
Okay, there you go. Damn, K, husband got game. Trash, you heard what the trash can wait say? He said,
Yeah,
dang,
I
K,
saw that.
he
I
said,
said mad game. He got
the
mad
first
game.
thing I come into is STDs. Hey, blind guy, your wife. How you doing? I feel terrible. That's so true. Let me see. You change something just real quick because the song is messed up. Let me see. Change this. Okay, there we go. Let me see back to comments. I welcome you because I know y'all are super busy. I'm pretty sure all y'all coming. Lakita, you know how I go down. We supposed to be talking about mental health, but I really wasn't gonna talk about that. We doing that all day. We doing that
I ain't
Tuesday.
changing just subjects and stuff like that. We're not gonna talk about mental health today. We're
You
gonna get to
know,
that one later though. We're gonna come back to that another day.
I just figured if someone has something to get off their chest, they could. But at the end of the day, we knew this was
I,
gonna happen.
I think
You
we need
see,
to
but
focus a show on mental health. I think that's a good topic.
there's one on Tuesday.
Oh, that's what we're talking about on Tuesday? Okay.
Yeah, I have a black mental health therapist coming. A black guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you that you wasn't
You
paying.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you being sarcastic right now? I'm not
I don't
sure.
remember. I've had a lot going on.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so sorry. Yeah. Okay. Go
Not
ahead.
bad. Not bad. But most men, you all complain about are a-holes. They are. And I love what Community Pro Solutions said. Like, okay, do y'all want relationships though? Like, okay, so
No.
but I want to hear from the men because I know that's what I mean. Like, I just haven't really ran across any quality men I would like to try to figure out anything with. Like literally. I only been on a half a day. I haven't even been on a full date, and it's not that I haven't been asked to go on a date. I just, I'm at the point where I'm very intentional. I'm very focused, and I really want a good guy. So I don't need a free dinner. I don't need a free this or that. I just want a really good guy. And so I don't want to get tied up. But I can't believe Trash Can Ways don't believe in soul ties. What about What the Funk if you're still here? Unique View, do you believe in soul ties? Nah, okay, that's what I'm referring to. What
That's
year
not.
you graduated should have been the year I graduated. How old are you, Trash Can Ways? 26? Oh, yeah,
He never did come
young.
back and answer.
He did.
Well,
What
let's
exactly is
see. Can
mental
you come
health?
back
Mental
to
health
me?
is the health of mental. Say, how did the term mental health come into play? I don't know. Google it. Did they always have a problem with mental health? Probably.
Who's they?
Who knows? Who cares, Snuggle? What causes instability when it comes to mental health?
10
Various
million
factors.
different things.
Various
That's too
factors.
generic a question.
Exactly. He was trying to bust my balls. He was wanting me to
I
do all kind of pharmacy stuff. Like,
Here's the
dude.
thing. let's go back to the soul connection.
Right? Yeah.
Because
Let's finish that. Though.
I
You're
do
right.
believe that that's true, but I don't believe it happens with every person you have sex with. I don't
Yeah,
believe
that's
that
true.
because you had sex
That's
with this
true.
person, you have a soul connection. I believe that when you meet certain people in your life, that
Mm-hmm.
you can have a soul connection with that individual. I think the way my husband was saying it is kind of like you lose a little piece of yourself with everybody you drop your seed into, or that you mix bodies with. I think, is that what, am I misunderstanding it? Hold
Yeah,
on,
I get
he's going to explain it to me right quick. Hold on.
who. You see, blind guy, his wife, their life. I would like to believe Kay came back for me. Oh, yeah. Do y'all want Kay and me to discuss our little faux pas we had the other day? Hello.
I'm sorry, he was explaining the soul transfer to me because
Right.
he's saying that the woman is receiving because the man is basically implanting
Right.
some of himself inside of her. and and what else, Doc?
I'm just saying it's more than just a physical thing that's going on when you have that type of contact or relation. When you have that union, you may think it's on just a plain
Can you hear him?
Physical.
standby, run the mill, on the run one night, but it can get deeper than that.
But what? Okay, but you were literally saying that he's leaving something inside of her, and she's receiving something. Well, what if they're using condoms? Does it still work that way?
It has nothing to
It's not to do with the actual body fluids, because you did say something about wet pussy and big dick.
that's what they
You
think.
did say that.
That's what they're thinking from a carnal perspective.
Okay, but past the
People-
carnal side.
If you don't really know, if you really don't know the individual you're sleeping with,
Mhm.
I'm gonna point like that's why you have to build and go through courtship, and you find that real true connection. That's what true love. But you just
What
you
is
just go around and plant
courtship?
seeds everywhere. But
Courtship doesn't even
Get you-
exist
get you-
anymore. But
get your rocks off, male or female. You may be receiving something you really don't want.
You right,
You
honey,
have
because
to
I
be careful.
amen and hallelujah.
because that
I'm
African
keeping
husband of
him.
mine, he gave me that African foolishness. I ain't want none of that. I liked it though. Psychotic
Okay.
disorder, so schizophrenia. Yeah, I mean, like and I really believe that. Like, like my last husband, I shouldn't have been with. I can tell it was. I had to really work to break that soul tie because that was a soul tie, and it was a lot of manipulation. Like he deliberately wanted to plant a soul tie so he can just go and come and play with me, just so I can have my strength and brain or however I want to put it. But I was like, boy, bye. Substance abuse disorders. Yeah. So do y'all believe in soul ties? My Vivid Life, if you still here, WAP, he's so stupid. He said, usually women push out the seed I plant in them, so it never bears fruit. Okay. Tell them to come on cam. You heard that, Kay?
No, what? Hold on a second. What did he
Trash
say?
and Ways want your husband to come on cam.
He's gonna come on one night, just not tonight.
Okay.
You know, he does have a fresh shave, but no, he's not gonna go, not tonight.
He just want to size up his competition. That's all. He want to know how easy you are to be snagged away. That's all that is. He don't care. He don't hear that much of what your husband got to say. She did return real quick
knowledge over here, though. I did return for trash
Kay, they want us to discuss our little dispute and how we worked it out.
Oh, we talked about it. Shoot,
no, you talked about it. I didn't get to put my chance.
We didn't get to finish because I had to get off the phone, but we did what you call. Okay, let me be clear on one thing before anything else. I have been on an emotional roller coaster this week due to a good friend of mine that I've known my entire life dying. And she's not dead at this moment, but she's in hospice, and I was down at the beach visiting her, and it was really working its way through my brain, and I was dealing with a lot of anger in reference to it. And so I was not in the best place mentally when I got online, and I'm not prone to mood swings, but I definitely had one the other night. So I fully admit and own that. That's out of character for me, but it happened. So when I got on, I was already feeling some type of way, but I was going to try to put that to the side and was hoping for a good laugh throughout the night. And I got irritated early on because I wasn't added to the call, to the video immediately. And I don't know how that happened because I was sitting there looking at them, but they couldn't see me. And I was like, what the devil? So I was about to click off. And then we got that fixed. And so I still had to put that aside too. And so I was not in the right headspace. I really probably should not have been on at all the other night. So I'm going to own that as well. I did feel that I didn't like how things played out, but I wish I'd handled it differently. In hindsight, I do wish I'd handled it differently because
I think
at the end of the day,
fine. I mean, you didn't try to cause a big hoopla. I mean, you just shut off.
I stayed active on the chat.
Right.
So I was still on the call. I was still listening in, and I was still very active on the chat, but I was in my feelings. So so it was just one thing after the other for me that particular week in general. But that particular day, I was really going through the gamut of emotions. And
so you're apologizing to me?
Not quite. And I'm good for apologizing when I feel like I'm wrong. I do feel like you were wrong too. So I think we both need to own that. I'm willing to own my part, but you won't own your part.
Who y'all think is right or wrong?
Feel free. I'll go for it. Knock yourself out. I'll own that. But seriously, I should not have been on. I should not have been on.
I mean, I do apologize. I mean, because I know you are going through a difficult time. So, but it was not, honestly, it really wasn't a slight that was like the furthest thing in my head. Like when I first got on live today, the audio was messed up. So like I'm really trying to learn how to work the equipment, and then live can be really, really dicey because it goes straight out, and so that's the bad thing about a live. Whereas if we were recording, we could edit certain things out. So I do apologize. I mean, I didn't mean any harm, but I feel like when you have people on a platform, it's like a customer service type deal. You want people to feel good. You want them to come back. And, like I said, I felt it was our house. And so just like any home, you give the guests the best and let them, feel as comfortable. So it was a two. Mm-hmm.
But my question is, what was the harm in letting me finish my answer?
I mean, well, to be honest with you, to be straight, I mean, you want to talk about this now or you want to wait? Okay.
It's up to you. What you want to do?
I mean, I don't care. I mean, what do you want to do?
I mean, because you know what you're going to say. I don't know what you're going to say. So
I mean,
tell me if
bad.
You want to talk about it online.
I mean, the only thing is, I mean, we had 6 people up. So I felt like, okay, it's our house and we should let other people have time, because otherwise when you have like 4 other people, things can go very, very lengthy. So let me finish.
Were we on a time limit?
No, we weren't, but I mean,
that's why I don't understand.
Like I said, customer service, when you take care of customers, and patrons or people who are watching us are not customers per se, but they are here in support of us. This is our show and they are supportive of us. So you want them, it's just, okay, just like if you hear, like I go to your house, which I have, and who usually eats last? You eat last, right? The person who prepares the meals, they don't want to do all the work and everything, but they're the one that prepared the meal and they don't want eating last. So I figured, okay, this give, and I just panicked. So it wasn't a slight, but I think, you wouldn't have taken it so personal if, you just came back from your friend too. You just came in that day. So I shouldn't have probably harassed you to come online or whatever, but, like I usually do. But, I just, so I apologize for my part.
I can be honest enough to say that I think my reaction would have been the same, honestly, regardless of anything else I was feeling, but it probably wouldn't have lasted as long. That's the only thing I could say, because I still feel the same way regardless. Even though I process my feelings, I still feel the same way.
I mean, and plus you already had the floor earlier, so you and me always keeping the floor and we have other people waiting. That's where the customer service part of it come in, where we want everyone to, if someone else take a longer time, this is our house. Just like if I want to eat up all your food, it's your, that's why you do special things, because, not like this is special per se, but it's, like I said, it's customer service. And I think,
but it was a direct rebuttal. It was a direct rebuttal to what he had just said. So it was valid in that moment. And
I just felt like you were taking up too much of the floor at one time.
I was talking for like 50 seconds.
I mean, I'm talking about before that, seconds. But you had the floor earlier, like right before that.
Different people.
Right. I mean, but so when the other people supposed to talk though?
There was plenty of time. Clearly, you were on for like another hour and a half after that.
Right, but I didn't want to make.
So what was the rush? Everybody that was on the call at that moment was still on the call to the very end. So what was the rush?
Well, no, so
me having a 2-minute soliloquy over Uncle Stu having almost 5 minutes uninterrupted.
But he's a customer per se. He's the person who's going to make feel good. I mean, that's my opinion. That's your opinion. I get it, but and plus you had. I mean, people. I mean, it's just an experience. We want to offer a good, enjoyable experience, and if we always talking, even though it's our show, then other people won't be able to talk. And we did have someone that dropped off. You know what I'm saying? So because you just never know how, so that's just my thing. And so we agree. See, we get along great. So that's how you work out conflict, guys. Anyway, so who y'all thought was right or wrong? I need a poll.
You need that validation, Heifer. Do you need that in your life right now?
No, I know.
Somebody please tell us you were right.
Honey, I got all that validation with my ex-husband. Like, why you ain't giving me no booty? Why you ain't doing
thank you.
Let me see. Did they always have a problem with mental health? What are you talking about? What causes
Snuggles really wants to talk about mental health. He said, y'all mentioned mental health. Damn it, he wants to talk about mental health.
Come back on Tuesday.
He is very focused and he's trying to get you on task.
Look at Snuggles. Check this fool out. He said, I might come
up today. Shit, the fuck me. Go ahead.
No. Snuggles, you don't have to show your face or anything. Just come up and get one of those voice
JP, our
overs.
spirits are wonderful today.
Don't leave, Kay. Trash Can Ways will get lonely. Yes, he will. Snuggles, you come on the stream to get 20K views. Oh, what? Oh, I know. If Snuggles were to come up, the internet would break. Snuggles, please come up. I want to be
We
a
want to
YouTube
see what
star.
Snuggles look like, but you got to come on camera. You can't just come on and talk.
Kay,
You got to be on camera.
Kay, you
And
can
I
slow
say,
down,
I
slow
welcome you. I
down,
will
slow
shut
down.
the entire fuck up so you can come on. I promise you. I won't say a word. I will let you have the floor if you come on camera.
You say you will shut all the way up. Snuggles,
All the way.
Yeah, I so fun. I love how Trash Can Ways say, if you come out, this stream will get 20K views. I promise you. I will average. Snuggles, would you please come up, please? You don't even have to show your face. No, ignore Kay. You don't got to show your face. We work on other parts later. We see Blind Guy, his wife, their life. I would like to believe Kay came back for me. She did. She can't disappoint you, Trash Can Ways. Lord knows.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Trash Can Ways is a baby. He only 31. That's a snack. That's a easy snack too. I don't even have to think about
we
that.
were the same age? Thank you. Thank you.
He said,
I've been married almost as long as you've been on this earth, though.
For real. He said, Trash Can Ways said, I got that young buck bull action.
Bull action. I see.
Eating disorders, trauma related disorders such as post-traumatic stress disorder. I don't know what's going on with Snuggles anymore. And I would love him. Substance
so
use.
if you want to talk about mental health, you're gonna have to come on camera.
You say usually women push out the seed I plant in them. I know I read these. What the heck wrong with me? I'm fooling it. Tell him to come on cam. I be having issues. She did return real quick just for you. Is that Uncle Stu?
You see what Trash Can said?
Let me see. Let me see.
It starts with pharmacist.
Oh, I mean, that don't mean nothing from him. Let me see. Pharmacist, we came here to hear y'all specifically, not the guests. They are value add-ons, right? Of course. Will someone else give their opinion? I have been saying that both ways. Because Trash Can Ways that means absolutely nothing. I'm trying to be
Snuggles said something nice to us.
Let me see. Okay, what about your viewers' time? Ooh.
What about the viewers' time? Well, okay. So are you saying the viewers don't want to hear what I have to say? My rebuttal to a statement someone else made?
What you guys think about that, JP? I feel the host is always right, though.
Okay.
What does that mean? The host?
The host is always right. You're the host.
So she's basically
saying, if you said shut the hell up, I should have just shut the hell up and kept it pushing. Okay.
Okay. So we 2 for 1 or 1 for 1? 2 for 1. Okay, good. Ooh, that was a hard swallow. Dang, I heard that. Gulp. Like, oh God.
No, it wasn't a gulp. I'm almost at the bottom of my can.
Oh Lord. And then that's
drinking.
That's when things get super loud.
It's a cranberry hard lemonade. Go ahead.
Oh, that'd be good to rub it down. No more than 4 on the stream at once. So next time y'all have 2 right now, and 2 is the limit. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's see. You know we think he is right. I know. I know. The 2 hosts run the show. Okay, too many people on the platform. Yeah, I didn't handle that well. So you're right. Mental health. Snuggle says mental health defined by the World Health Organization is the state of well-being.
Look, past that, we're not. No, so unless he comes on, we're not discussing mental health.
Oh no, we can't do Snuggles like that.
He's welcome to come on.
Oh, he's not. Though he's
welcome
scared.
To join us.
He said it's technically a gulp when you almost at the bottom. She made the right sound.
He got me on that. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with that one.
Or no, she gulped. But y'all,
ooh, that was shady. Nasty ass. Okay.
JP, so what do you think about a soul tie? Is there such thing as a soul tie? I mean, I do believe it. I mean, Kay, I love your point when you said you don't have a soul tie with everybody. And that's true. I mean, I've had partners where I felt absolutely positively nothing. What are you laughing at?
I'm still reading the comments. You so behind. What you call it?
Let me see, but I thought that was your topic. I know YouTubers get mad when you don't discuss what they have the topic. Oh, you trying to do me a favor? Thanks. What would you come up and let's talk about it, hon? So I can get these 20K views.
Girl,
Man,
I
I
will
would
clip the shit out of this. I will go all through this scene and get you clips.
girl,
But
I would lose my mind. I think all of us would lose my mind. So Snuggles,
Snuggles,
what do you think about a soul tie? Do you think there's such thing as a soul tie? Why is no one answering this? He said, I do believe in it. Okay, my vivid life. So, okay, yeah, dang, shut up. Let me
so
see.
Snuggles says, is it me or does anyone else like the chemistry that they both have? I really
Or
enjoy these two somehow, even though I may vehemently disagree with them only on certain
vehemently.
things.
Hold up. I ain't heard the
Vehemently.
word vehemently in a long
He
time.
threw that
Woo.
out there. He said, but he said that.
What
Thank
what
you. I
time was it?
appreciate the love.
What time was it?
He says he's very fond of us. Oh,
What
when he said
time?
you, I don't know if he meant what time was that comment? 8:37.
Dang, well, I missed it.
That's like you were getting there, and then all of a sudden you stopped and went back
Oh,
to soul ties.
you see, the lawsuits will follow Snuggles and parents. The lawsuits will follow.
Yes, they
Why?
will. Because he gonna say something. I don't know.
Oh, true.
Because he wants to be a young bull in Atlanta.
So I guess he wants to be a young bull in Atlanta. Ooh, ooh, Snuggles. Trash can't wait. You gonna take that? Ooh, he came for you. Ooh, he came
I
for
have no
you.
words on that one. Let
He
me
came
see.
for you, son. Ooh, that hurt my feelings. Ooh, you're a bull in Atlanta. Oh, just knocking them all down, knocking them all down. See, that's what he said. It's technically a goal. Okay, damn, what's wrong with me? I don't think this is my problem. I think something wrong with my computer. Red pin action. Shut up. But I thought, okay, stream. Y'all not gonna come up. I do believe in a
I like
soul
what Trash
tie.
Can say. It says, this is mental health. Kay just discussed what she had been going through.
Exactly.
This
God,
therapy
you can't
action
do
in
no
the
wrong.
works.
Don't worry, I am fond of you too. The chemistry will bring the panel I really like. And somehow you all understand my words and you don't get all animalistic reading words. I appreciate that. What?
I kind of do, but okay. Okay, community said, yes, there are soul ties. Yes, there are definitely soul. You see people
Okay,
who
I had
hate
to
each
look it up.
other, but sexually they can't stay away from each other. Yes, honey, yes. You said that is so true.
I mean,
That is so true.
I ain't gonna lie. Like my ex-husband, he's from Africa, and I can tell when he's back in the country because we don't really communicate like that like we used to. I
Your
mean, I
clip
can.
just jumping for no reason. What the fuck?
You said what now?
Your clip just jumping for no
I
reason.
mean, it's like I could.
Like, you got him low jacked.
Girl, you know what I'm saying? And then he'll call. I was like, dang, I knew you were in town, yo. It's like so weird. It's so weird. So do y'all believe that new sex will make you get rid of an old soul tie? Like will new sex get rid of the old boo? You know what I'm saying? Like
It'd have to be better, and there really needs to be some type of connection. It
community
can't be no
solution.
lame ass sex. It have to be something serious
Yeah,
to
because if you get it
erase
lame,
that
girl.
previous link.
Girl, because if you get some lame stuff, you go run it. I had that happen before too. I tried to move on from one of my boyfriends, and I got some lame stuff. Girl, I ran back so quick, and I was so humble. Ooh, I was humble. Ooh, I was
No, you
humble.
break it down like that.
I
No,
was real humble. I mean,
hubby said you got to go in and erase out the last one.
how?
It has to be better. It
Oh
has to be
yeah,
better. Yeah.
yeah. It was.
But see, good dick is so hard to come by. I think that's the other problem because so many women have had such horrible experiences with sorry ass dick that when they find that real good dick, he could be broke and
I
have a
know.
coke habit, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I can't just walk away," because they know they're not gonna get. What did this ever just do? They know they can't get that same dick elsewhere because he done hit spots. He went past the front door. He went all through the foyer and got to the attic. He did some damage, What'd you say?
I was like, what you talking about? I'll back in now. But yeah.
He hit that spot like no one else can hit that spot. And so he tapped past the foyer. He got to the attic, girl. Got to the attic.
You say that's the foyer. So do you still give him someone he comes in town like you supposed to? No, I do not. I have not been with him for over a year and a month now. And as I said at the beginning of the stream, he had to ask me today on his way out back to Africa why I didn't give him none. that was an ego boost. See, now because I can still hit all my exes, but when I'm in a relationship, they can get me. So maybe women only have the soul ties. Wow, that's a good question. Is it only women who have the soul ties?
Nope, nope, because there are men out there. I've talked to some. I've read different
Mm.
stories that men have posted about how they try to basically lock a woman in and try to get her pregnant so nobody else will want her. And I've even
Mm.
talked to men that say they fatten their women up so that nobody else will want them.
Mhm.
Because they are determined to hold on to her because she done something to him. She done sucked out his soul, or she she done flexed on him like he's never had it flexed, and he's not going anywhere.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
one guy actually killed somebody over a chick, and he just basically was talking about how good the sex was. And he couldn't imagine her having sex with nobody else or doing to anybody else what she did to him.
So why he can't act right then?
That's a whole nother story.
I
That's
mean,
a whole nother story.
if you want a woman to be with you, and if it's all that, why you just can't act right?
Is this after eating?
I had got a bunch of
What are you
candy.
eating?
I had got a bunch of candy, when I go to those on those speaking events, and so I always take like a little goodie bag or something,
Oh Lord.
and I had some extra candy, and I'm lonely. Anyway, so but yeah, you right, trash can ways. I want that urinary tract infection loving, honey. If I ain't peeing blood, I ain't.
Okay, we're not doing that again,
That
because
was too much
now
for you.
people will
That
think
was
that
too much.
is healthy. It is not okay to
You're
bleed
right. It
after
wasn't
sex.
healthy.
That is not healthy.
I mean, that's what I
UTIs
like.
are not the way to go. That should not be
Oh.
our goal.
Well,
That should not be our
it doesn't
goal.
matter if they want it or not. If a real man ain't gonna do it, if it can't do it, it just ain't gonna happen.
Ain't no can't do it.
No,
Good
it
sex
can't.
does not end in a UTI, ma'am.
Well, that's my definition of good sex. A urinary, a nice, juicy.
That bladder infection loving.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you all bust up. You at work
Oh,
all bust
Jesus.
up. You can't even stand up. You just bust it. Just bust up. Mr. K, you know my frustration with pharmacists reading comments out of order.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Let me see. Don't worry, Missy. Damn, what's wrong with me? It's like, are y'all repeating stuff? No, I'm blaming it on y'all. Let me see. Nah. I'm sorry. Not really. Y'all
I
people
think
mess up a
new
good
sex
relationship.
can help you
Oh,
move on.
Community Pro made a good point. People mess up good relationships for those old soul ties. That is so true.
No matter how bad you know that person is for you.
Mm.
He probably fucked your sister, your coworker, and
No,
everybody
I didn't
around
know
you,
that good.
ran up your credit cards,
That is ridiculous.
trashed your house, whatever. Did all kinds of foolishness, stole your paycheck.
Now, is this true here? We said Community Pro said that's like men who like crazy women because they say the sex is good. Crazy women do have
Yeah,
the best
I hear
sex
that a lot. Yeah,
because they so
that's why you're
uninhibited.
exquisite.
I'm real crazy.
Okay. Community said
I'm so
not
crazy.
real.
I'll
You
keep it
see
to myself,
people.
honey. That's how crazy I am. I just keep it to myself, honey. They say I got a bunch of knockouts, undefeated in the bedroom. What that mean? What you do?
What I mean?
That means he said he a boss. He said I think new sex can help you move on from an old soul tie connection, but those feelings will always be there. That's what makes it a soul tie. And that's what it's supposed to
That
be.
new
True.
sex gonna have to be sick, okay?
Yeah, not really.
I
It just
mean,
can
he's
be
gonna have to
slightly
be
better.
eating coochie in a handstand kind of thing. Okay, so off subject. This Eppley camera. So, oh my gosh, she's gone. So anyway, I have a friend who suggested a stripper for my sister's bachelorette party. So this guy shows up and literally was, throwing these women all around the room, and then he did this motion that looked like he was going down on a woman, but he's in a handstand. He's literally like pushing himself up and down, and his face is in the place. And I was like, okay, fabulous performance, right? So then I knew that she had a little thing on the side with him. So I asked, bipolar sex is pretty good. Okay. So if you say so, where's Tish? So anyway, what happened? Okay, so I was talking to her later, and I was like, girl, does this fool do half of this stuff in the bed that he does during his show? She was like, oh, absolutely. I said, is he really eating coochie in handstand? She said, yep, he sure is. I was like, wow, people do that? Okay. Yeah, I'm still sucking on this last little drop of this. I need some more, but my husband drank the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna stop sucking on that because that sounds bad. Okay, so if Tish is able to put these messages up, does that mean that she's still here somewhere? I just can't see her
Oh, my
anymore?
bad. I'm so stupid. I wasn't on.
Oh my God, I can't with you.com.
I'm just
No,
chewing
ma'am.
and having a good time.
You got a little bit too much in your goodie bag.
You didn't hear me?
No,
Oh my God, I was talking the entire time.
no,
And it
ma'am,
was
you've
so
been
perfect
gone.
because when I would talk, you would stop. That's so weird.
That's how good our timing is, baby. That's how good
Girl,
our
that
timing
is
is.
crazy. I'm just
Now,
talking
what were you
good.
saying?
Girl, I don't know. I was saying a lot. I was saying blood on no. Let me see. What that blood talking about?
We're talking about you and your UTIs that you
yeah.
look forward to after
Mhm.
sex. You know, if you get a UTI after sex, you can't have sex anymore anytime soon, right? Why is this a goal?
Why not?
You still having sex during the UTI?
Girl, I don't know. Anyway, it would be a handstand if you playing.
Okay, what'd you say about the handstand?
I don't know, girl. I'm trying to avoid your questions. You asking some hard questions right now.
What did you say while you were off?
I don't have a clue. It was a lot though. I was talking for a long time. You see me putting up comments. I was just going. I think I was asking something about. I don't know. Hell, I don't know. So do you want?
Not necessarily. I was just impressed by it. On Snuggles, I found it impressive, but it's not a necessity of life. Look, that's not what a real skill matters.
So do.
But it's
So
nice to look at.
yeah, it's like why? So let's ask Snuggles. So Snuggles, are you coming up number one and number two? Do any men want a relationship these days? Trash Can Ways, my unique view. Unique view is married, but I mean, and girls, I mean, ladies, share your comments too. Do men want relationships, or they really just want to smash? What's your opinion, Kay?
I believe they just want to smash.
Mm-hmm. I think that I think that men start off, and I already said it. I think all men start off good or bad wanting to smash because that's just like we're like animals, that's like always the end goal to get bonded with that person. But I really think it's up to the woman to kind of control the tone of the relationship. So yes, a man's going to come to you, good or bad. They're going to try to smash, but I think it's up to the woman to kind of put the brakes on it and know what's going to happen. It depends on what she wants. If she just want to smash too, cool. But if she really wants a relationship, I really feel like she needs to hold back on sex because that kind of makes the man focus on her and what she wants and what her needs are versus going through the sex. And of course, men go act right for a minute, but then things kind of fizzle out and then they act stupid afterwards. And then you don't get that relationship if you really want that. So I don't know. So what do y'all think about that? I ain't breaking my neck to eat no cat. Men fall in love on accident when a woman brings something unexpected to the relationship. So hold up. So now we have to.
I agree with that. I don't think that's their goal to fall in love. I believe it's, yeah.
Okay, so for example, what would be unexpected? Like, seem like with men, especially black men, all we want y'all to do is to be good men and, have some attraction and that's good. But now with y'all saying that black women women aren't enough. We have to bring something unexpected. Like, what do you mean? See,
But
women.
doesn't that work both ways though?
No, I just
I
said
don't
at the
think women
beginning.
intentionally fall in love unless there's some women that are,
Girl, women
in
are
their
ready.
head, they think marriage is the only thing that they should be trying to achieve in life. So, because that's what they were told or whatever. So they're looking for their white picket fence and their 2.5 kids and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I don't believe that the average person, especially under 30, is just like, oh, I got to fall in love. Let me fall in love. Let me fall in love. Let me fall in love. I think they're more open to it, whereas
Mhm.
men are more likely to fight it. If,
Mm.
when they run across a good woman, they're like, yeah, but I ain't ready to give up all this extra coochie I'm getting yet. So yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna put her on the back seat, and if she's still
Mhm.
available later, then
And then
maybe
she
I'll think
allow it,
about
right? So that's
settling
why.
down with her.
So that because they allow it, right? So as women,
Right.
should not allow it. We should have more control of ourselves. I mean, it just depends if we, but I don't want women to be in that mindset of thinking, okay, I want a relationship, and then I'm just gonna go by the flow. And the flow is always what the man wants. Of course, he wants sex, and you may want it too. I think when you're dating, you have to be strategic. You just can't go into like, I'm older. I mean, you know how many men will
And you
run
can't
through
leave
me.
coochie first either. But go ahead.
You know how many men would love to run through me, just
Yeah.
just what I'm saying, because I'm all fun and games and stuff, and they just think it's fun and games, and they just try to run through me. No, 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 no. You gotta let them know you're about business. Now, let me ask this: you think women should make it clear that they want a relationship at the beginning of a relation? When you meet a
I think
guy.
both people should. Well, I don't think that's day one conversation, and the reason I say that is because you know you need to find out if that person is even a possible candidate before you state this is what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you're at the age where you're like, I'm only taking applications for husband, then maybe you want to lead with that, because if that person is so far away from looking for a wife, then you want to don't waste any of their time or money. Just, hey, keep it pushing. You walk your way, I walk mine. But if they're on the same mindset, then you can see if the two of you are meant to continue, or hey, you could still be looking for a husband and that person could be looking for a wife, but y'all aren't looking for each other.
So what about what Trash Can Wave saying that men fall in love accidentally? If you tell a man
Mm-hmm.
right out the gate, like, I'm single, and like, let's say we've been, going out for a couple of weeks, and I'm like, listen, I'm in the market for a husband. I'm not into playing around. I mean, is that something you be upfront about, you think? I mean, because since men, they do, let me finish. There are very few men who are intentional. Men don't intentionally necessarily go out to find a wife. I think most men, they kind of get comfortable and be like, okay, whatever. But most men, 99 white or black, I don't think I think white men are more so intentional because they have black men, they have other things to think about, like, this PTSD and stuff. I'm not trying to give them a pass, by sure, but I just think men don't intentionally go out looking for a wife. So you have to kind of almost trick them into it. I don't know. What do y'all think? If we cut on with y'all after sex, we headed down a path of falling. Uh-oh. Is cuddling really all of that? You say 84% of people on OkCupid think it's important to have an emotional connection before a physical one. They say that, but how realistic is that, Let me see. In India, 38% of the women confess that they would like to take things slower and have more virtual interaction, even in a post-pandemic world, compared to 25% of the men. What Sniggles got all these statistics? Why don't you come up and talk about those statistics, sweetheart? That would be awesome. He dropped a link for you
Well, we're talking
again.
about in India, but
Mm-hmm.
hold on, they don't date in India.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I mean, that's not 100% true, but they don't have physical relationships before
yeah.
marriage. Unlike Americans, um, but they don't play that. Mm-mm. Nope.
Trash Can Wave said, oh, so this is the unexpected thing women have to do for a man to halfway like her. When a woman goes out of her way to have our back unexpectedly, when we were down and out, and we thought there were no one in the world she would just Joe up. we mess around and fall in love off of the loyalty.
Okay, so let me give you an example to that. Okay,
Okay.
so when my husband and I were dating, we were in college, so I worked in the cafeteria, and he was a basketball player,
Mm-hmm.
and when I met him, he was still on scholarship, but his scholarship ran out, and so he didn't have a meal plan that next, was it the next semester or next year? I don't remember. He didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
meal plan. So with me working in the cafeteria, of course, I let him pass through without having to pay for any food, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I would hook him up that way. But on top of that, we did the catering events and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
fun.
every night when I left the caf, I would pack a plate and take it to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when we did those catering events with that nice roast beef and those yeast rolls and stuff,
Those were the
I
bomb.
would pack him a plate and I would take it to him. And then we would have a falling out, and I would not be speaking to him at all, like not one blessed word, but I would still
Right.
bring him a plate of food.
Oh,
So I would
so
I
even
would I would hand him a plate and not say shit and
and then
walk away.
leave.
Right. So
Wow.
because
Here you
when I'm
go.
mad, I'm not speaking. So
That's
uh
sweet.
he said to me one day, he said, I don't understand. Why do you still bring me food even when you're not speaking to me? I mean, I still love you. I just don't like you at the moment, but I still love you. You gotta eat. That'd just be evil if I'm not gonna feed you when I know you're depending on me. Just because
Right.
you done pissed me off this week. Well, I'm gonna come back the week after I'm not mad no more, and all of a sudden I'm gonna bring you a plate again. How does that work?
Yeah.
No, I just
That's sweet. I mean, because when you love somebody, you're supposed to always, I mean, unless it's something totally just screwed up, like cheating or something. But
right.
a disagreement, a lot of women, they'll cut off. And I mean, I may have been one of those women. I don't know. You see, long story short, a man murdered somebody and bought about to get caught, and a woman show up and help him hide the body. She's a key. Oh, okay. He's so stupid. No,
I don't
and
know.
that
I think I probably would. I probably would for him. I definitely would. I think I definitely would for him.
yeah, I think he's talking about this man talking about
Yeah, ride or die. He talking about a serious ride or die.
he talking about even before you get married and stuff. He want come on back. He
Oh,
don't
now
try to
see,
hide nobody. He ain't trying to
yeah,
hide
before
nobody unless there's some
marriage.
investments.
I don't know about that before marriage stuff. See, I got some limits before marriage now. Like I was saying when we were talking with what was her name, Adrian Nash the other day, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not wiping your ass as your girlfriend, but I'll wipe it all day as your wife. I
Right.
mean,
For
there's
real.
there's girlfriend
I'll do it
duties and there's
before though.
wife duties. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have some papers and life insurance on you first. So you're
I
not
would
about to be just having me over here wiping your ass like a CNA. We're not about to do that.
He said 59% of the percent of OkCupid respondents across the world said the recent pandemic has made them more motivated towards future adventures with outdoor dates, proving a popular option for social distance. Okay. In fact, 20% of Indian women have sworn to be appreciative of the outdoor. What the hell are you talking about, Snuggles?
Well, he's talking about post pandemic type
I mean, but I'm talking
dating.
about, yeah, I'm just talking about the Indian. Like, why are we on?
Yeah.
Are you Indian, Snuggles? I mean, it's because why he keyed in on India?
Vivid, my vivid life. Yes, a handstand, baby, a handstand, a full fledged handstand where he is pushing himself up and down while a handstand, baby.
Okay, let me see. Blind guy, his wife.
Legs
I
straight up and
understand,
down.
honey. We got things that I get you. I appreciate you coming by so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Let me say, for men, love blooms from loyalty. Nice trash can. I mean, so are women really not? I mean, I know they say these hoes ain't loyal, but are women really not that loyal, or is
Not
it?
anymore.
Yeah, and why is that? I
The
wonder.
dynamic has changed. I think again we're looking at which generation of women are you talking about?
Mm.
If we're talking about women in their 20s, absolutely not. Maybe even their early 30s. But the
So, what is
older
loyalty?
women, older women, they have a different mindset of loyalty. Older women are generally more faithful. Um, they are generally more ride or die, got your back kind of thing. Um, they generally have a better financial footing, so
Mm-hmm.
it's easier for them to financially back you, to be more supportive of you than for the younger generation of women. They just, they're too flighty.
Yeah. You
They're
see,
like, well,
Uncle. Mhm.
Go ahead.
Uncle Stu said, most men don't look for a wife on the day. Most men are looking for a wife is first looking for companionship. Example, a woman they connect with on a higher level. Sadly, some women are hurt. So it what? I think Uncle Stu be trying to blame stuff on women and never get to a second date. What? I think Uncle Stu like blaming stuff on women. I don't know. I'm sitting a strong wolf for that. We see that part, okay, feeding us and we don't expect you to be effing with us. That's a keeper, or she man try to poison us. I know, right?
Yeah, nah, never would poison anybody, but I can feel you on not trusting that. But I was very consistent.
Let's see. Trash cans where he snuggles. Yes, he explains the irritating telemarketer calls.
I'm not.com. I'm just not. I'm
That
not gonna
was
do it.
funny as crap. We say a man has to consider if he lose it all, absolutely everything. All men are curious who would still be at his side. That's interesting. You would say that, Trash Can Ways, whereas mostly a woman, when men, y'all leave a woman off for just a whiff of anything y'all don't feel like. So I just think that's strange that, Kay, what do you think? You think that men have higher expectations for loyalty from us when they are so flighty? When a woman is really going through it, men don't want to hear it, or they don't want to be bothered with it,
It
or
depends on the
are
man.
they?
It depends on the man. And I hate to use my husband
And
as
that's
an
not even a
example for
black man thing;
everything,
it's the men.
but like when I'm talking about what I'm going through, if I'm angry or I'm upset about something or whatever, I feel like he's listening,
Mhm.
and not brushing me off or whatever the case may be. I actually feel he's listening and absorbing because I hear it later when he'll use it in reference to something else. So I know he was actually listening to me. I feel like he's loyal, um, with no limits, you
Mhm.
know. Uh, and that's not to say I haven't had to sit back and go, what the hell was that? At times, but for the most part, I trust him with anything. But a perfect example, without me going into details about my drama yesterday, we had something big happen just yesterday, and when he was upset, and you know, I was like, babe, we're good, we're safe. It's the two of us. We got
Right.
this. It's us against the world. I said, be grateful you have a wife that's not sitting here freaking out right now.
For real, because I would
Okay.
be acting like such a
Because the
dick.
average woman would have lost her freaking mind yesterday. And I was just like, we're good. It's okay. It's okay. And, we were able to, regroup and see the benefit and the blessings in yesterday versus freaking out and cutting up. But again, sometimes one person has to be the solid person, and
Right.
that person may not always be the solid person.
Right. Yeah. It
Sometimes you're
takes
going to switch
turns.
roles. But yeah, so
So do men like fat women though?
how we get there? Snuggles. I think it depends on the person. There are some
Do
people
men
that
like fat
detest
men?
skinny women. There are some men that detest skinny women. They don't want they don't, as they say, they don't want no bones bumping up against them. But then there are other men that they want that flat stomach, and they gotta
Mhm.
have it. If she got a gut, she's not an option. Or if her thighs are too big, she's not an option. I've seen other guys say her thighs don't touch. I'm not interested. So it just depends on the
Wow.
man. Oh gosh, Lorenzo Lamas did this thing. They were, these ladies were, I guess, auditioning for a modeling position,
Hmm.
and they were all wearing bathing suits. And Lorenzo Lamas was looking at this girl, and he said, "Nah, her thighs don't even touch. I'm not interested." I was like, "What?" He's like, "There's too much of a gap there." So everybody has their own thing that they're looking for.
Right.
So no
So what
one
about men?
person has the
So what
same
about men
as
with
the very
bellies?
next.
What about men with
Yeah,
bellies?
shoot, some men with bellies, I
I
don't
ain't gonna
see.
lie. A man with a belly got some good loving. It be
I
some good
mean,
loving.
if he looking like he 10 months pregnant, we got. But if he got a little bit of extra weight in his midsection, I don't really see the problem at the end of the day.
Yeah. That
I'll
that.
rub on it, I'll kiss it and lick it just like he had 6 pack of
Oh.
abs. I don't give a fuck. I mean,
Oh.
how do you love me? How do you love me? That's what I'm saying. Do you love me? If you love me, I love you. But if
Right.
I don't make a big deal over stuff like that.
They're not blaming women at all. Both sides are hurting. Are both of us hurting? Or are we both everyone just running amok and now our communities are falling apart. Let me see. I would like to one day just lose it all, not permanently, but for a period. I would like to lose it all and see who is standing there, who is truly loyal. Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't care.
What was that about Trump?
You see, I guess it was a quote Donald Trump said. I would like to one day just lose it all, not permanently, but for a period. I would like to lose it all and see who's still standing there, who's truly loyal. Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, ironically, is loyal to nobody except himself.
No one, but
I mean,
he
no
expects
one, honey.
undying loyalty to him. Absolutely.
I like all sizes of a woman, but I have to be attracted to them. Okay.
Well, that's
8 bodies. Okay.
What was that? 8 bodies.
Yeah, 8. I don't know that shit. Let me see. If you stick your tongue in a belly button, you may lick a double D battery.
I didn't say stick it in the navel. I'm not sticking it in the navel any more so than I'm sticking it in your ear. I'm on that shell. I lick the shell of your ear, but I'm not sticking my tongue in there, just like I'm not sticking my tongue in the belly button. That's some foul stuff in there. Most people don't clean their belly button.
Yeah. It's like a different type of bacteria in it, and that's why it has a smell to it sometimes.
Right. It's foul.
Numerous studies have reported that Black women are more satisfied with their bodies than white women. I mean, because white women got nothing else to think about except their own selves. Whereas Black women, we trying to juggle everything and deal with this and that. So yeah. So we ain't got time to be picky like that with ourselves, And plus, we find ourselves to be beautiful. We are naturally resilient, loving people, and we're naturally loving. So of course, we're gonna naturally love ourselves the way it is. So yeah, I mean, because of that love of ourselves, people admire that and want to emulate it. Like Kim K, all these white women, they want the big butts. And I mean, because we walk around like we know it's the bomb. You know what I'm saying? The buffering hypothesis suggests that aspects of Black culture protect Black women against media ideals that promote a slender female body type. Y'all both made faces when reading Trash Cans D Better. Yeah, that was nasty. That was just like he obviously know how that tastes. Black women are expected to exhibit higher body esteem than white women. Having those big legs that are polite enough to talk to each other are too big though. And I'm a girl. Those legs are like, I let you go by, you let me go by, are too big. Okay, your turn. Okay, your turn. Okay, my turn. Okay, your turn. Ugh. A lot of thighs. I got little chicken legs. To test this hypothesis, the Turner study aimed to assess the influence of race on weight perception, perceived attractiveness, and interrelations. Snuggles, who are you? And are you coming up? I made faces when I was writing it. Wow. So men basically just want to smash. And is there so from a guy's perspective, and help me out because I'm single, what can women do? A single woman, an old woman on top of that. What can we do to get y'all to the altar? Like, what difference can we bring to your life for y'all, besides the loyalty thing? Because, but what other factors that y'all like, or what other factors y'all do not like when, to get y'all to want to take us seriously? Please invite Snuggle.
We keep inviting him up, and she keeps dropping the link, and he won't come on. We have begged.
I know, and then he go tease like he might do something. He ain't. He's so messy. They gave me a great visual. Let me see. Why wouldn't
you tell us that, Trash Can?
Why would we tell you? Tell what? What are you talking
about? You asked the question. What can women do? What?
I'm so stupid. Because we're all friends here. So, help me out,
Hey, Adrian Nash is in the hizzy.
Hey, Adrian Nash. What's up, girl? So, Adrian Nash, do you feel that men want wives these days, or they just want to smash? Let me just come out blow.
Hey, girl, hey.
Oh, that's my phrase. What's up, girl?
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing, ladies?
We're good. So men want to smash, or they want relationships? What's up? What do you think, honey?
Girl, well, I'm older, and even being out here on the dating scene, being an older, more mature woman, I'm seeing the majority of them just pretty much just, they don't want a relationship, girl. They not a true monogamous one-on-one. A lot of them don't. Majority of them don't. Hell, most of them don't.
You say not one of them. Just like they say in the Bible, Lord, if it's one person, don't blow it up. So let me ask you this. So I'm not gonna play devil's advocate. I'm just gonna ask a straight thought from me. Do you think is because of us, because we're letting the men take the lead, as in we're not protecting ourselves and we're giving in too easily? So it's really nothing. Okay, so unfortunately, it seems like Black women, we have to do so much more to get a man to take us seriously. Whereas white women, they have some, I think men just want a challenge in general. And so that's why a white woman don't have to do anything except be white, because they don't know if they can have that woman or not because of that. So do you think it's our fault that men only want sex, or you just think they're pieces of crap?
I think it's a combination of things, right? I think that because a man will only do what we women allow them to do to
Amen
us,
to that.
right?
Amen, honey.
And I just had this conversation with someone else.
I'm sorry.
No problem. I just had this conversation with another woman. What I'm finding is that is one of the reasons why more of our culture of people are getting into alternative lifestyles, is because women are allowing certain things. Like I'm finding out that more women are accepting to be in polygamous relationships because they rather have a piece of man and share him with other women than not to have a man at all. And I find that really particularly sad. That this
So is that really a big thing now? You're saying, like, women?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Years.
That poly lifestyle is really getting big in the Black community. And I'm seeing it because, you have these women, and these are older women. Now, I'm in the entertainment business, so I see it even more these women know that these men have husbands, and they still go after these men. They still date these men. They still mess around with these men, knowing that these men have a husband. And then
they got t-shirts. Have you seen them? The side piece t-shirts?
What do you mean?
They have t-shirts that say proud side piece.
Yeah, they're the side piece, and they okay with that. And I think because of the women outweigh the men. The men know the upper hand, so they are choosing these type of lifestyles to be able to have their cake and eat it too. They know that a woman will allow them to let them have multiple women, and these women will be okay with it. A lot of these women, I'm finding like a lot of these women, I know some people personally, friends that are accepting these kind of relationships.
Wow.
Have you not seen the TV shows? And a lot of the participants on these shows with the polygamy, or they bring a girl in to come live with them kind of situations, they have most of them are people of color.
Yes, listen, I'm on the dating sites where I see these men on there saying married, in open relationship, looking for polygamous women that are willing to be in polygamy. I'm seeing this more and more now
on Facebook dating, because I was on Facebook dating for a minute, and I saw that. I said, "Oh man!" I said, I say, I'm done with dating sites. I'm just done, because men will tend to lie, but they really lie when they can hide behind a computer's keyboard. So yeah, you are so right. They are so bold about it, girl. They are so bold. They would literally say, they believe in a polyamorous situation or whatever. I'm like, ew. And they will come in your inbox too with that foolishness and try to push it on you.
Yes, I'm telling you, would you be open to that? Or, would you be open to, this type of life? And to each his own. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking, because I don't have no problem with telling nobody, no, that's not what I'm about. It's not what I get out with. Whatever. But it's not going to try to push that agenda on me. You understand? And this is what noticing that some men, and it's unbelievable that a lot of these men are older men too, but because of the numbers, and for every 4 Black women, only one of them are going to get married. Only one of them going to be married. So these women are looking at, my options are very limited. You know what
Mm.
I mean? And then the manosphere or the black YouTubers, they get
Mhm.
mad when women date outside their race
I
because they don't have a
know.
lot of options. And I date outside my race. I have dated outside my race and I will date outside. I have no problem saying that. But
Mhm.
but because when you
'Cause they
look
don't
at
mind it. They don't mind
when you
saying it.
look at statistics and when you look at the dynamics, black women outnumber black men
Yeah, about 2 million,
like
they said, or
six
something
to
like that.
one. Like
Not,
it's like
yeah, but
the
you remember
numbers
you got to
are
add straight black
astronomical.
men.
And the things that play a part of that in our black community are things like mass incarceration. We're losing so many black men,
Yes.
underemployed, gang, drugs, violence, like it's so
Homosexuality.
much on that spectrum. So black women are now starting to wise up and explore their options and divest. And I don't see anything wrong with it
And
personally, because
and then they
if you
complain.
want a quality man and you cannot find a quality man in the black community, and I have been one, look, I was married to a black man. Okay. My son's black, my daddy's black, my brother's black. So don't come to me with that bullshit
Oh, no, you're
about you
fine.
ain't black, this and that. You know what
Oh,
I mean? So, but
Mhm.
at the same time, it's like if you cannot find a quality man that is just happen to be a black man and you meet a Hispanic man or an
Right.
Italian man or an Asian man or
All
white
right.
man that you're attracted to, that's attracted to you, and he's a good guy. I don't tell grown people what to do. I just do what
Mhm.
I want to do. But
Right.
I'm
amen.
finding that black women are starting to realize, look,
Right.
these odds are really against me for what I really want. And black women are the most race loyal of
We
people
are.
out of all race, and black
Why
men
are
are
we?
the most, listen,
Are
black men
loyal.
date outside they race
They're not
more than
loyal at
any
all.
other race of men combined. Let's look
Yeah.
at the numbers.
Mhm.
Okay. So, but black women get more flack when they choose to go outside the
Yes.
race
They
Right.
will
than
freak
black
out on
men do.
us, call us bed wenches and stuff like that.
Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a thing a thing. That's what I'm about. So
That
when I,
quacks like a duck, sounds like a duck. It's a duck, right?
hello.
So let me ask you
So I,
this. I love this
mhm.
point that Trash Can Wave said. He's like, we don't respect women like that. Now is he
Like
do
what that?
I mean, is
I
he
need some
turn
clarity on that
is he
statement.
saying this women in general, like, we don't respect women like that, as in not that, but as in general. I mean, do black men and we talking about black because this is what we are and it's our community right now. But do y'all think black men in general have a healthy respect for us as women?
Nope.
No, I think that's been long lost with the things
Why?
that go on. I think the media, social media, all these things have
Mm,
literally destroyed the relationship between black men and black women. I honestly do. I really do. And then it's the uprearing. The way I was raised is not the way the generation behind me and behind me and behind and so forth was raised. The ones that are up now, the a lot of the Gen X's, a lot of the Y's and the Z's, they're a different breed. They wasn't raised as I was, with traditional values and the
mhm.
institution of marriage and what that means and what that stands for. And a lot of them have come up in with the stripper mentality, with the all the alternative lifestyle mentality, with the
Mhm.
no respect for black women mentality, a lot of it. And women, even and these young girls, they're not respecting themselves,
Yeah,
you
so I
know.
mean, so what do y'all
Mhm.
feel? And Kasha, what do you have to say about this? Like, why do you think we okay, first of all, did black men ever have a healthy respect for us ever?
I think, yeah, at one point I believe so,
And so
especially,
what made it shift, you think? What
20,
did we
30 years
do
ago.
wrong to them
Oh, well,
for
we can
them?
always look at the music, we can look at social media, we can look at TV,
Or why the
movies, and
music in the
stuff like
first
that.
place?
And well, the music has changed. Like we were talking about the other day, you don't hear the love songs anymore. You
Mm-hmm.
hear the, first of
No
all,
key
we're
sweat.
constantly using the N word at each other, but we also are always calling each other bitches. But the men are always referring to us as bitches and hoes in the music.
Mm-hmm.
And we're bumping to it. We're throwing our ass in a circle and, bumping and grinding to it. So, I mean, we're blasting it in our cars, we're singing it, we learn the lyrics and all that kind of stuff, we're constantly repeating it, we sing these lyrics in front of our children, don't even think twice about it or let them listen to it while
Right.
we're in the car. Everything that we are consuming is tainting our brains.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and we're being overwhelmed with it and we don't even realize it, you know, because it's all day, every day, and it's coming from so many different entities that we just keep absorbing that crap, and it is slowly changing our minds of how we see ourselves and how they see us.
And
Right.
So
I will speak to that, being in the entertainment industry, watching a whole group of executives tell rappers that were conscious rappers that was rapping about things in the black community, things that were
Mm-hmm.
real, drugs, the guns, and they will tell them, no, don't sing that. That don't sell no more. Sing about
Wow.
call your own women hoes and bitches. Call your, talk about killing your fellow man that looks like you. Talk about, shooting him. Talk about the gang. Talk
So
about the
the
drugs.
the execs will actually tell them to do that,
Yes.
and the black men are
yes,
going for it. They're
Yes,
like,
they changed
okay,
the whole narrative from conscious rappers. If you
right,
notice, when Pac first came out, he was that conscious rapper. Brenda Got a Baby. He talked about things that
right,
happened in the neighborhood, about, things will never change. That the things were going on in the black neighborhood that he saw. His mother was a Black Panther. He was a
right.
conscious rapper when he first came out. And then
Mhm.
the whole narrative changed when the gangster rap come out, your NWAs, and now they
Right.
talking about gang banging, and they talking about colors, and they talking about shanking somebody and dropping it, and the women ain't nothing but beasts. This was a whole plan. They used to the music industry used to have, the executives would have meetings about the change of the dynamic of talking
Mm,
about love in songs and things
that's
like that,
ridiculous.
and let's talk about the violence, let's talk about the drugs, let's talk about the gang banging, let's call women B's and H's, and that's what brought in that whole wave of that. What started with the gangster rap first.
So basically, in short, we were conquered, divided by white people when it comes to music. The white man came in,
Absolutely,
who
and
own
then
the
they
absolutely.
went,
record companies.
They the
you know,
ones that own
and,
them,
Yeah.
and they are
We are
of a
now starting
particular.
to own our own, but you
Yes,
know,
and they
they
are
already know what
of a
sells.
particular race of people that owns it. Okay, just
right.
okay.
Right, I got you. I
So
got you. I got you. And so I know, right? I mean, it's kind of messed up. I mean, because we going through this wave of these, men. They worry about holding us accountable. I mean, but we were both wrong because they should have stood up and be like, no, I'm not talking about my mother, my sister. I don't see y'all telling the rock stars to
Money
call.
talks.
You know what I'm saying?
no,
But
they did, but listen, they would drop them. They would drop them from the record label.
oh wow.
They wouldn't let them get that money. They
Oh,
wouldn't sign the deals.
wow.
You know
Got
what I mean?
you.
And then when you come down to it, it's like I got to feed my family because I done quit my job to have this career or what. And this is all I know. I got a talent. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this. So then when you had people like Pac started back waking up and talking against it again, that's
Mhm.
when a lot of strange things start happening. I'll just say that.
Wow, got
I
you.
grew up in the era of your Marvin Gaye's, your Al Greens, your Gladys Knights,
Right.
your
Quality.
OJs, when music had substance, the lyrics were profound and they talked about love and
Right.
that four-letter word that's universal no matter how you look at it, because we all then fell in love, been in love, fell out of love, and
Right.
all of that. But that has since changed. Now it's not about that. It's about who can get the bag the quickest and the come up.
I know.
And
The
these
bag, the
rappers
cookies.
are these young rappers are, what are they showing the young ladies? To tell you that get your butt fixed and your boobs fixed and get you an IG page and you can get that bag. Yeah, it's insane
Right.
that
So money is
our
the root of it, and then we being conquered and divided by the other people,
absolutely.
the people of no color. You see, community solutions pro said, I notice a lot of men from other ethnic groups eventually want to be married. They always thinking ahead for their older years, and
They
that
settle
is
down
so
quicker.
true. I remember
It's very true.
in pharmacy school, like when it was time to graduate, all of the white guys were buying all these rings, and all these white
Yep.
girls, they had the big rocks, and we're thinking, how the hell y'all are getting these rocks? And we're still in pharmacy school, and the black men were saying, oh, we need to figure life out. We need to, we need to enjoy being a single doctor first before we can do such and such. It's like, what? It's like they always want to do something by themselves, whereas, the other groups wanted to, even like the Vietnamese and stuff, they were even getting married. We didn't even think they liked anybody, we just thought they were studying. And it was really sad. It was really sad just to be around all these people that they were getting married, they were planning their life, but as Black women, we were just standing there getting dumped, or have to hear our brothers say, well, we need to experience life first. It's like, come on, So that's an
Right.
excellent point. Yeah, Black men. So I mean, is that a myth though, Black guys? I mean, guys in the chat.
Nope. I don't care who
I
says it's a
want to
myth.
see what the
It's not a
guys will
myth.
say.
It's not a myth.
Why?
It's the
What do you
God's
say?
honest
Why you
truth.
say that?
It
Why
is
you
the
say
God's
that?
honest truth. Just because just from my own life experiences and what I've seen with different people throughout the years, I see white men settle down quicker, Asian men
Mhm.
settle down quicker. They don't wait until they're in their 40s or 50s and their dick don't work no more before they decide, or something else isn't working and they have to look out for their health. So now they need a nurse they want to marry somebody that could take care of their asses. They are looking to they want to build their empire, and they
Yep.
want to
Mhm.
build it with someone. They want
Legacy,
children. Exactly,
legacy.
they are building a legacy, and they build it early. They don't wait until they're in their 40s or so to start building with someone else.
Hey,
That
And
is so
Megatron.
true.
white men and men of other races take pride in their wives not working.
Shit.
They brag about that shit on the job. They
Yes,
Very,
they
brag
do.
about it. Yeah. Oh
very
yeah, my
true.
wife don't work. My wife don't work. Daycare, hell no. My wife's at home with the kids. They take pride in that shit. But
Right.
Yep.
our culture, no. You better get your ass out there and get a job. I know you
You-
better have a career.
And you know why? Because we was in field busting their ass just like they were. So they don't see us as anything to be, taken care of and softer. And, they think, oh, we can handle this, Lord. You can do it to get your butt out there. You know what I'm saying? It's
I hate to say it, but I
ridiculous.
wish more women would open the door to other races, to expand your horizons, because most brothers don't say I only date Black women. So I'm still trying to figure out why Black women are still saying I only date Black men, because they don't have that same loyalty to us. Some do
Mhm.
now.
You talking about
Yeah.
loyalty just to
Most
date Black women?
Black women just are. I think that's their makeup. That's probably a thing in the back of their head, that if they feel like they date outside their race, they leave in their Black community. So they are the most race loyal of women that there is.
Hold up.
When
News
Black
break.
men are the most dating other races there is. It's weird, but it's true. But yeah,
Yo,
it's
so
true.
check this out. Trash can waves. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break in, but this was an emergency. Trash can waves said Black women the most loyal. He doesn't
Race
think that we're the most,
loyal.
yeah, race
Race
loyal.
yo.
race loyal.
Yeah, so you don't think so, Black Trash can waves? And welcome, Megatron. I'm not sure if you want to come up on a panel and share your view, or who are you?
I would
Like,
love
what's
to
going
see him
on?
But the
call himself
numbers,
Megatron.
the numbers
Megatron has the
show
best
that the Black
one-liners.
women are the most
Really?
race loyal. We are the most single out of all the races. So, and a lot of Black women ain't dating outside their race.
No, we are trying to
Look at
make
the
it happen,
numbers.
honey. You Now they were saying that Kevin Samuel says 51% of Black men are single and have no children. And so that's why they get to pick and choose and this and this and that and that. I don't know. But
Uncle Stu said the other day 54% of Black men are virgins. Where did he get that number from? I'm so confused. I was like, do I need to Google this shit? Because I have
yeah,
never heard no foolishness like that before.
statistics. Hey, hon, how you doing? Community Pro, how you doing, babe? Hello, Community Pro.
Hey, sorry, I was muted.
Oh, you
I'm
fine?
good. How's everybody on the panel?
We good,
Great,
How are you?
great.
honey. We just trying to see
Please
what
get
these
up
men
here
talking
and
about,
keep
honey.
pushing that knowledge. I had a girlfriend. I had to come up here and give y'all some dap.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Thank you. Give us some dap.
yeah, I know I'm old.
And so, what do you feel like? What do you feel about what we talking about? I mean, like
Yeah,
just jump in wherever.
well, it's like I was just saying earlier, and y'all reiterated that, they're really not looking for relationships. They just want sex. Sex is temporary. And women don't want to be sampled to death. We don't want you just to pick and leave, pick and leave, pick and leave. We're not designed like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We need you to make a decision, especially as we get older. Like we don't have time to play. Really, the
Right.
young women don't have time to play either, but we really don't have time to play.
We really don't.
Right.
So what do you
So
feel about legacy? So is it the fact that black men don't believe in, they're not thinking about legacy? Because that's why you get married, to protect what you have. White, that's one thing about white men. They're men of no color. They are very big on protecting their property and stuff like that. And I'm not sure, do black men not feel any value for the stuff they accumulate, they work for? They don't care about having some, I mean, and I think they have a problem with sharing too. They really have, they
some
want you to
problem with
come with,
sharing.
yeah, that's so it's
What you
just,
bring to the table, bullshit. Okay.
but
yeah.
listen to this though.
What's up?
Do you notice how when they go to other communities, okay, Mr. Dr. Dre and Tiger Woods, y'all
The requirements are not the same.
here's 300 million. Here you
Wayne
go.
Brady. What about
Yeah.
Wayne Brady, who they sharing some old used up chick who
Asian
have
chick.
another black man?
But we
and
have to be not a 10, but a 15. You
Right.
can't have 10% body fat. Your face got to be perfect. Your credit score got to be perfect. Let me see your ATM receipt. You know, you
But
know
if
what I'm
she's
saying?
white, she could literally weigh 300 pounds.
The bar is
Literally.
lowered
I
for
mean, how
everybody
many
else.
times have we seen that? You see a nice looking brother walking with a 300-pound chick that's sloppy as fuck, but they would not have accepted a 300-pound sister. Shoot, they wouldn't have accepted a 250-pound sister that
Hmm.
kept it together, but still was a big girl. But she could be walking around with black crust on the bottom of her feet and gut hanging all over her pants and just looking busted from the floor up, but he'll take it.
Y'all,
Yeah,
are y'all ready
it's
for
true.
this? Trash can
Well, I'm
Kasha, I
listening.
think y'all gonna end up breaking up after this, because this
What?
is
Okay, hold on.
okay.
What I missed?
He says, why should black men only date black women without referring to a moral
Well,
obligation?
who said they should? No one said they should. They
Has
clearly don't believe they should.
you know,
I
girl.
don't think they should per se. If you do what you want to do, I don't think love has a color. I don't think you
Okay,
should. I don't think you should say I exclusively date anyone. I only date black women or only date white women or whatever the case may
true. It's
be.
whoever you fall
I
in love
think
with.
you should be open to who walks into your life. But so I don't feel like black men are only supposed to date black women, but y'all are quicker to cross over that line before we are. That's the point we were making.
Right.
Black women hold it down as long as they possibly can before they start venturing across color lines, where I believe they should have open borders.
Right.
Yeah,
So
well, that's our
and hold on,
generation
let me finish.
because
Let me finish
oh,
the
I'm
second
sorry.
half of his thing. I'm sorry. It says, has black women proven they deserve the black men undying loyalty?
10
Got to
million
prove it
times
to them.
over, we've proven it, but y'all
Taking
don't want to
bullets to
hear
the
about
face
that.
in these marches and stuff. Oh, that ain't enough.
No,
Shoot, we start
no.
everything. We fight for everybody's causes, period. Everybody, no matter what the cause is, we're at the front lines. But whatever, no, we ain't showing
That
no
part.
loyalty.
No.
We
That
hold
part.
y'all up. We hold y'all up, and
Exactly.
like no one else can hold you up. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, no disrespect to any other races, but black women hold a black man up the way no one else possibly ever can. No one else will understand your struggle at all like we do because we're in it with you. Period.
I
Well,
agree.
here's my thing now. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Patrice.
No, I was just going to say I agree because I remember when, with the whole George Floyd thing, and I got so moved by it. And I thought about my black son. I thought about my black brothers. And I was in a
Mhm.
relationship dating a white guy at the time. And I was
Mhm.
like, I got to do this. And I don't give a fuck how you feel about it because my
Right.
black son has had a situation, with the police before, and totally innocent in the matter. I say, but this is a fight. And you know what he said to me? I understand. Do what you got to do. Let me know if you need anything.
Wow.
But I did not get that from my black brothers who I was fighting
Wow.
for the black man, my black son, when I told him I was going out there to stand like really? So again, that's why I say Miss me with the bullshit.
Yeah.
Miss me
Okay.
with the bullshit, black man,
Yeah.
when you try to come at me with that. You
Let's go back to
understand?
George Floyd though. The video that was the most incriminating came from a black child.
Mhm.
A black female sat there and recorded through all of that. Come on now. She was standing there for that man in her youth, in her
And
teenage
she got
years.
held for it too.
She
She
did.
got
She
held
really
for
did.
it.
She
And
Poor
did.
we wouldn't have
baby.
never known nothing about it had it not been for her. See?
Exactly. Because they were
So
already trying to
Yeah,
cover up stories.
yeah, that
yeah,
guy,
but
yeah, that he would
trash
have been
can ways.
free.
I want to tell you, I hate this from black men. Stop telling us we don't do enough for y'all. Stop that.
I
Stop
know.
that.
Like what? You know what?
I don't know what kind of
Question.
trafficking black woman they talking to.
Question. What do black men want from black women to say so we know that for y'all to feel that we're accountable and we have done our part? I
Good
would love,
question.
and I wish Uncle Stu was on here right now because that would be a beautiful question for him. But what I mean, because I feel like we just kind of given up and I think we all off kilter because we let the men take the lead. We the ones that letting them to call us hoes and tricks and this and that and that, and we shaking our ass to it, to try to accommodate them and compete. You know what I'm saying? But what I mean, so they can't get mad at us because they let the culture and we allowed it. I mean, let it be a wash. But what did you want? What y'all on the panel? What do y'all think they want? While we wait for some men to answer, what do they think? What do y'all think they want? What is it they missing for them to keep saying this crap?
Well, I'm gonna say two things before we answer that question. First, Snuggles made a comment I would love for you to put up that starts with
Okay.
new research. It was at 9:28. I know it was a while ago,
Okay,
but
go
but okay. But beyond that, what do they want? And this is a joke, okay? And I
ahead.
promise not to go in depth with it. But
Mhm.
according to the YouTuber you were talking about, they want us to eat their ass.
They
Okay,
do.
so go ahead. I'm
That's
go
it.
ahead. That's all I was gonna say. Yeah, I want that question up. But that wasn't the one that wasn't the question I wanted you to put up. It said new research.
Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. What do y'all think black men want so they can shut up about we are not accountable and we don't do enough for them? I mean, and my I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think men shouldn't be so whiny. It's like now they're like, no, we got a space to talk. And like, give me a break. Y'all need to be worrying about how we gonna extend the 6 hours of money in our community to at least 10 hours. I don't want to hear about this whiny. No, we can talk. But anyway,
I'm
whatever.
50-50 on the wine, and I'll respond after they respond.
Patrice, did you want to go first?
I feel like, do black men really know what they want?
True.
Okay.
True.
That
First of
part.
all, because it's such a broad spectrum across the board, right? For what black men say, what the expectations are and what they want. I, you know, I don't mind black men having mentors. I just have a problem with the type of mentors that they choose to
Yes.
follow and
Yes.
praise and put on pedestals
Yes.
that are like degrading of black women.
Like
And don't
famous.
get me wrong, it's some effed up black women out there.
Yes,
Okay,
Oh,
they
so that's
are.
a whole nother rabbit hole we can talk about at another time. But I
Mhm.
think that black men really need to search them souls and themselves and maybe get the help of the therapy that they need from a
True.
licensed professional therapist that can tell them what their issues are that they need to deal with, not somebody that they call the godfather that they done put on a pedestal because he's hitting ding dings of their traumas. I think they really
Mhm.
go
Ding
talk to
ding.
real life people, like real life therapists, real life so they can get to the root of whatever it is that the issue with them as a black man first before they can come and try to tell me to work on me. Because see, I'm doing the work for me, but I'm
Right.
really doing the work for you. I don't mind sitting on my therapist's couch and talk about my issues. I don't mind listening to the black men tell me the things that my husband, when I was with him, another relationship I was in, I said, what was it about me that bothered you the most? And both of them said, you didn't listen. So guess what? Patrice started working on listening better because
Okay.
these were two black men that told me that didn't know each other.
Right.
So
He
I
said they
had
didn't
to
know each
look at
other.
myself. I had
Look
to
at the
do
common
inventory in
denominator.
myself. But this is the
That's
thing that I
good.
think a lot of Black men don't want to do, the self inventory.
Don't. They want to keep blaming us for everything, and they mamas and they aunties. And I heard this story about this man blame his aunt for taking him in when he was a child, and but then it seemed like it wasn't a good enough job because he said they never had enough money, and he blamed her, but he didn't blame the dad that just let the aunt have him and took care of him or whatnot. I don't know. I'm not telling the story right, but it was like amazing how this aunt was the one to make the sacrifice to take him in as a child when he had a whole dad, but he blamed her for not feeling like she did a good enough job. Whereas the dad was a no factor and he's the one that just gave up the son. You know what I'm saying? It's
Well,
like,
I think that goes well into what Patrice was just saying, because that's why I would say I'm 50-50 on the whining. I do
Mhm.
believe that Black men need to be more open to speaking about their trauma and what's going on with them. I believe that we need to be a vessel for listening and trying to understand, because Black men aren't really raised to express their feelings, their emotions. And so they bottle up a whole lot of stuff and they don't know how to process it. So on to what Patrice was saying, maybe you need to sit your ass down or lay your ass down on somebody's sofa and try to get to the root of your problems so that you can grow as a person and be a fit partner for someone and actually be ready for a partner. But you got to have that sounding board. And at some point, your woman will be your sounding board, but you got to figure out who you are first and what happened to you
Who
to
are
make you who you
you?
are. Yeah. So they can't, that's one of the reasons why when you ask a man, especially a Black man, what they're looking for, they can't answer that question because they still don't know who they are. So how can they tell you what they want?
Right. And I think the
Mhm.
main thing too is just to interject for you go on. They don't think about legacy. If you don't know your end point, then you don't know what you're gonna do in between. So that's why the other races they don't mind getting married and stuff because they have an end goal. A Black man end goal is what?
Yeah,
What is
you
a Black
know,
man's
Money.
end goal?
the panel
Farm
from earlier
pharmacist.
and oh,
If I just may interject, listen, I'm gonna tell you from the Black experience, the white experience from being in relationships and having conversations with Caucasian men.
Okay.
From the day of birth, their destiny is set for them.
mhm.
Family, wife, children, foundation,
True.
legacy. It's set for them.
True. Okay.
Generational wealth too.
When that is so far from where Black men's minds have been for so long,
Mm-hmm. So
and
you're
it's been such a divide there. Go
mhm.
ahead with your question.
No. So okay. So you're saying that. Okay. So is that an excuse based from slavery, or what are you saying? Are you trying to give
Okay.
the Black man a pass, or and I'm playing
No, no,
devil's
no,
advocate? I
no,
got I got
no.
you. I'm just
No, I'm
saying.
telling you the difference in the mindset
Right.
of a white man and a Black man on where they are, where they stand about marriage, family, children, legacy, empire,
Right.
like whatever. The standard is already set for them and have been from generation to generation to generations. Ours was broken, and a lot of Black men are not even that forward thinking even right now. You have a lot, some of them are starting to get it, but a lot of them are not that forward thinking, and they need to be
Mhm.
that forward thinking.
Amen. Exactly.
But you know what, Patrice?
I'm sorry. Go
Uh,
ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you. I saw. Okay, I was married to African. They have the
Oh
same
Lord, you too, girl.
legacy.
How was that for you,
Listen. That's a whole nother bag.
honey? We need to
Uh,
talk because I had one too. Where was yours from? Nigeria.
Ghana.
Oh, mine too, girl. Was it the same one?
I hope not.
I scared to ask. Girl, I
We
scared
get
to ask,
recycling
honey.
over here.
Girl, I
Okay,
scared
what's the
everybody.
first letter of his name, girl? What's the first letter of his name?
In like
Oh,
Nancy.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah.
Okay. We good. We good, girl.
girl,
Yeah.
we was like, go ahead.
But they have their tradition. Like when I went to his family home, there's pictures all the way back as far back as shoot the early 1900s in their tribal the king sitting on his throne and stuff like that.
Right.
So they have their legacy there. They cherish their children. We had that as far back, like I used to see my aunts and my uncles, and still married 50, 60 years, born in the 30s, and they worked, they lived through Jim Crow, they got their property, they lived their lives. I've known Black people here who have been very successful, created a good legacy for their children, their sons,
Mm,
and it was squandered. So
squander.
there's like
Yep.
a, yeah, there's like a disconnect, like there's a chasm. Now you got your poor Black people, but you got your middle and your upper Black
Right.
people too. So there's like just a chasm of what's valuable, what the value system is now. Like I said, everybody just sex, sex, sex. Nobody wants relationships, and you can't live your life like that. You can't just be monkey barn from person to person to person to person, especially like as you get older. And then when I was on the panel earlier, and also I was did a panel with Kosher Clinician, the men just kept saying the children are not my responsibility. It's the woman's responsibility to get rid of it or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
you want a whole bunch of women having aborting your children? Is that
They
what
don't
you're
care how it
saying?
happens. They just don't want to deal with it.
So then that means that Black women need to close the door and
Mm-hmm.
get on down. So when I see these young Black girls on my Facebook timeline, they walking down the aisle with a white boy, I cannot say nothing to them because everybody, Serena Williams, everybody don't want to be a baby mama.
Right.
Right.
And they got on Serena Williams hard too for
And I don't know
and
why.
she gave all those Black men. She was with Common, she was with Drake, she was all these Black men, and they did this too much. They just too much to settle down. And then as soon as
Yeah,
she got with someone who want to do something, have a legacy, then they talk mad smack about her.
yeah.
And
Mad
that's
They
what
smack.
they
want you to
do.
be a baby
And
Well,
mama.
and it's so many women try, they try and try and try with the Black man until they say, you know what, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try something new. It may not be popular, it may be uncommon or whatever, and it may rouse some feathers up, but it is what it is. I mean, she tried with all these Black
She
men,
did.
you know what I mean?
She
And
really
at
did.
the end of the day,
They want
you
to
know,
play.
Yeah.
hey,
They don't want to
that
share.
white man stepped up. That white man wifed her. That white man put a baby in her, and they doing good. And I ain't mad.
Exactly.
Right.
He's like,
and,
and I'm mad.
and that goes back to trash can, not trash can. Snuggleson made a comment about the fact that black black men with white women cause more of a ruckus than Black women with white men. And I
Right.
think for the most part, that's pretty accurate
Yeah, it is.
because I mean,
We
don't
don't
get me
care.
wrong, brothers are still gonna have something to say anytime a sister rolls up with a non-Black man.
Right.
But yeah, every time, I'm not saying every time, but most times when a Black woman sees uh a Black man with a white woman, now if he look like shit and we already know he ain't shit, we don't give a fuck, she can have him, you know. But when we start
Right.
looking at our
Exactly.
numbers and the ratios of how many available Black men we have, yeah, I think there's some resentment within our community towards that woman and that man for him stepping over in that direction. Just because we're looking at him as another chance that we're not going to have because he's crossed over to the other side.
Right.
So I do believe there's some resentment in our community every time we see it to some degree. But of course, I think it depends on the Black man we're looking at, because some of them y'all can have.
Maybe with
Most
our
of them.
generation, but the younger people, it's not so much for them
Oh
because
yeah, they don't blink.
they're doing multiracial,
Right.
multiracial dating. But yeah, with our generation, because like I told people, the way we grew up, we just loved, man. It was so cool to be Black, and we didn't care what
Yeah.
kind of oppression. We loved our music, our culture, just the way we did things. It was just we were proud.
You
But
remember
now,
those T-shirts that we used to wear? This is a Black thing you wouldn't understand.
yep,
Yes. I
Remember
forgot
that?
about those.
yeah,
I know. What
Yeah.
happened to that?
Yes.
hmm
And I like when Adrian Nash said, I believe there has been a shift in sexual behavior based on the striking down of anti-fornication laws and the striking down of anti-message, I can't say that word, laws, I know how you say it, but I know what it is. I can say it.
Miscegenation. Yeah.
Yes.
The racial
Loving,
I'm like, I
interracial
need to
dating.
zoom in. I can't.
Loving versus Virginia. So you're so Adrian, you're saying that sex became like fornication became not a taboo anymore, and from there with all the sexual freedom, then men basically started running amok. Is that what you're saying? Trash Can Wave said they think of black women as a workhorse or a field plow, if you will. That's true. They do think I think men see us as a tool and not something as a legacy to build upon. They see us as a stepping stone, but not a cornerstone.
Is he
Right.
saying that for black men? Black men think that of black
I, I
women?
I think he's referring to white men. I think that's
That's not
that
true.
Oh,
that
really? Y'all think
Oh,
no.
he's
honey,
talking
that
about?
is not true.
Mm-mm.
Y'all
The
think
sisters
it?
I know that married out, they living good.
Oh,
They're
no,
not
They
stressed.
and yes,
black men
yeah.
white men don't see us as no workhorse because only black men see us as a workhorse. White men are not in that workhorse mindset. They don't
No,
see women. They see women as women. Either they want us or they
No,
don't.
okay,
no,
I'm gonna just tell you from my experience. Like when I
Mm,
have these conversations with white guys and I ask them, what made them decide to want to date black women, and the truth of the matter is they always have been attracted to us. Truth of the matter. And
yeah,
when they make the decision to finally cross that line, they say that they are sick of their white wives who are unrealistic, and they feel like they should be treated like the princesses for doing nothing, like literally like doing nothing. And they see their opinions is that black women are loyal. They see that in us, that black women are the most loyal,
mm-hmm.
the most dedicated,
Have your back.
will still work a job, where sometimes the white women, they feel so privileged they don't have to. The white woman will say, I'll get up and I'll go to work and I'll help. White men have looked at black women be in other relationships with black men that way and see black men still treat black women wrong. Now,
Right.
that's what the conversations that I have had with white guys about the differences in dating black women versus their white women.
Right.
And
white
they
women gonna
look
be
at
like,
it
what
and
you gonna
say,
do?
the black man can have those type of white women. They can have them. That's what they say. Because they
Right.
tired of them. They done married them, took care of them,
Mhm.
bore the children, took care of everything, and they
And
still
they end up breaking it up too.
that part.
You said what? Community?
Oh no, I said their relationships don't add the black men, white women relationships.
Oh
They
no.
have a high
No.
mortality. They don't last.
I
I'm
mean, because
sorry to
they're not
say.
even thinking about legacy. They still thinking day to day. I mean, I don't mean to be hard on our brothers or whatever, but they are just kind of like,
Yeah.
if you don't know where your end point is, then you're gonna have a bunch of fluid. Like Drake, for example. Or Serena Williams. Why? Okay. Let me back up. Do y'all think Common is gonna marry Tiffany Haddish?
No.
yes.
Isn't she like
Yeah.
40 now?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I mean, if he done grew up a lot, and he's come a long way. But interracial marriages last a long time. I have a black cousin that's been married to her white husband for 27 years.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the ones between
I'm
You went
sorry.
out.
black men and white women or other ethnic group women. They
Oh,
have a high
yes.
mortality, high,
Yes.
the incidence of divorce.
Divorce.
Yeah.
Yep. Divorce rate than the black
Mhm.
woman with the right white man. That is true.
So okay. So why do
Mhm.
you think? So why did you say yes?
Why'd I say yes to what? What question? I got so caught up. What's the question?
Do you think Common's gonna marry Tiffany Haddish? And you
Oh,
say
that
yes.
question. Yeah, I think so. Unless something
Interesting.
dramatic happens between the two of them, I don't see why he wouldn't.
But he's always in long-term relationships with black women, and he never wifed anybody. He was with Serena Williams. I think he's one of those black men that he's so proud of himself to not be in jail or have a bunch of litter or kids or whatever that he think he's going to stay golden until he's used up and sickly, and then he'll get married. But I
I
mean,
mean,
I
but
know
he
I
ain't
think
no spring chicken.
I mean that don't matter, girl.
Girl, when they start getting old and stuff start hurting and stuff, and their knees start cracking, they start thinking differently.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get married to her. I don't think he's gonna get married to anybody until he gets super old.
Yeah.
Mr. Adrian
And I
Nash
and I
says,
don't know why that's that way with a lot of the black men. They wait till they get old, they health ain't in the best, they dicks don't work no more, and then they want to come, and want that woman to marry them up so they can wipe their ass. I'm sorry,
right.
that
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
you know
just
my
that
that.
time to wipe
perception.
that ass and the drool.
Yeah, I mean, I go at my brother, who's 50 something years old, got a damn good job, and I'm like, dude,
He's not
and got this.
married.
Listen, got this woman that's been waiting for 8 years. I'm like, sis, you better than me, because listen,
No,
she is
no.
playing the house role already, the
Oh
wife role.
no,
I
no,
can't
no,
be
no,
that one.
no.
I can't be her. And I'm like,
Mm,
bro, what is wrong with you? Wife her. She's a good woman. What are
not
you
ever.
waiting on?
You know what? I think they love to be the prom queen of society. I mean, like if you're a good man, black man with a good job, if you don't have any kids or a little bit of kids, or you taking care of your kids, this and that, we put them on a pedestal, and they feel like they like feeling special. Versus if they get married, that's something that society looks kindly on, so that just rig them remote, just the same old, and they don't think it's anything special. I think they like for people to look up to them and think, oh my God, you're a black man and you take care of your children, or you don't have any children and you have this great job and you're just above average. And I think they love that feeling and they don't want to lose it. I don't
Yeah.
I
know.
can't be. I
Read
can't.
this. What Trash Can Waves just put up. That's a sentiment a lot of black. Oh, you just skipped it
Oh,
over.
you said this right here?
Get the
You
bag,
said this
honey.
one?
Take what he's worth. How many times have we heard that in the black community? Yeah, that one. Uh-huh.
He said, "Get the bag, honey. Take what he's worth." I mean, come on now. First of all, women. The only reason we say that is because we just acclimating to men. They want to give it to the strippers, right? They want to give the strippers. So
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
thinking as good women, we're like, hold up, we good women, but these strippers are getting it. So shoot, screw them. They got that money to spend, right? So let's go ahead and get it by.
And
Let's just
Trash
get
Can
it.
Waves. Why is it so easy to take care of women outside our community and not complain? But if
Mm,
And their kids.
we try to
Let's not forget that.
ask for anything,
yes.
I thought about it. I was watching TLA earlier. He had this black beauty, a beautiful girl from, I think she's from New York, and she was giving
Mm,
her criteria of what she was looking for. Gorgeous girl, and she could get it. And I thought to myself, why should she not ask for that if women from other races bring their behind over here and get more and don't even look
exactly.
half as good as she do?
Yeah, she was getting grilled, right? Like she was getting
Yes,
grilled because of
people was,
her.
look at the door on her house and this and that. They always try to downgrade us like we supposed to get less. Bump
Right.
that. But they always, and I say, you know what? I know. Listen, I stay in my lane. I know I have a certain. I date blue collar guys. I have a certain lane of men that like me. They like big women. Okay. Now I
Hmm.
stay in that lane. I'm not going to go over here and say I need a millionaire because I know that I have to play in a uniform I'm issued. But I'm not going to tell no young black girl, no chocolate little girl that she don't deserve that. He go take it to the Asian community or to the white or Hispanic community, Kobe Bryant and all of them. You take it over there, and you just fine with that. But we can't get that. We asking for too much.
I
I
never
resent
for-
that.
I'll never forget how Kobe Bryant was talking about when his wife was 18 or 19, and he was however he was, and he said he would get up early in the morning and he would do everything he had to do, and by the time he get home at noon, his wife would still be in bed. And he thought it was
You
so
know,
cute.
goodwill they would do that for us.
Yeah, and
You
he,
know,
and he said
goodwill.
he said he would just lay down and be with her. Can you imagine if a black woman it wasn't up with some breakfast cooked after a hard practice, this and that and that? She'll get dumped. You're like, oh, she didn't support me and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow. The expectations are totally different. But
Mhm.
Trash Can Wave said, now if we want to, welcome to the panel, Miss Adrian. Trash Can's Wave
Good
said, if we
evening.
want Trash Can Wave said, if we want to get really technical, European and Asian women are the most loyal to their husbands.
I think we're misunderstanding the term loyal. We're not talking
Exactly.
about faithful. That's
I was talking about
not in
race
the
slogan.
term. Yeah, we're talking about race faithful. Um,
But he was
Black
saying
women
earlier that
are
was his
less
problem.
likely to date outside their race than any
Mhm.
other race. That's what we're saying. Not
But
in reference to, oh, she's gonna be a good wife and she's gonna be faithful to her husband. That's not the loyalty we're referring to.
But I think he was talking about earlier because I had asked the question, but what do black men want? He was saying, he was saying loyalty. I mean, but even so, I think black when we want, I just think we have such a dysfunction in our community. Because like I said, black men don't know what they want. They don't have no end goal of legacy. Everything is just so dysfunctional. Whereas other societies, Asians and Europeans, they got their shit together. They know what legacy is, and that's the end goal. And so they can have normal dating and relationship, marriage relationships. But with us, we all so freaking dysfunctional. Even if we
But
are
and
in
and and
different. Mhm.
and I will say this too, because I grew up in a time in an era where black women were absolutely 100% loyal to black men that were physically abusing them, verbally abusing them, mentally and emotionally abusing them. And they stuck it in with those black men, bore them children, and stuck it in with them until that
Mhm.
man died, or they finally waited till the kids were grown and they divorced. These were my aunties that I saw do this. These were,
Mhm.
listen,
Our
listen.
mothers, everybody, honey.
So come on. I don't know no black woman that don't know another black woman that was in a relationship that stuck it out through that marriage and know that that
I
man was abusive
know.
towards her,
And
and
cheating.
she took it, bore them children for that man, raised those children for that man until either that man died or maybe when the kids got grown, they divorced. I don't know no woman that don't know that scenario.
Right. I
You
just don't
got that right.
understand. I just think they projecting, and I think that with social media, the spotlight is showing what everyone in communities are accomplishing, what they're doing. And I think our men are starting to see, hold up. And so what do you do when you're not up to par where you should be? You start deflecting. And then what do they start dumping on us and trying to make it seem like, oh, well, we're not where we are because of our women. We don't want to get married because our women suck. And what I can't stand is they're trying to blame us older women for these young girls. I mean, should we blame the older men for these skinny leg, skinny jean dudes? You know what I'm saying? That's, doing all this craziness. Like, how is it so much blaming on us where at the end of the day, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing? Okay. For us to even be functional. I don't know. What you got to say, Adrian?
Good evening.
You're leaving, baby.
Hi,
Um,
Hey, Adrian.
Hi. Who's the lady? Who's the lady with the glasses?
That's Community Pro
That's
Solutions
Community Pro.
One.
Community Pro, are you the one that hit me to this golden dusty verbiage?
yes.
Golden Dusty. What's a Golden Dusty again? Oh, the
Those
man
are,
that.
you know how men are always blaming
About
everything on
die.
cookies. Now this guy that TLA just had on a panel that was talking about
Mm,
playing with underage girls is a
mm,
golden dusty. He has money,
mm.
but he's still a dusty.
Right. Yes,
Mhm.
that is true. Very dusty. Yeah, and I was on TLA panel, and that's what I said he's the prime example of what they would call a high value man, but he's actually not, because he has the resources and he has, the outreach. He's still a dusty. I mean, money does not mean a thing.
And
You
then
know what I'm
somebody
saying?
tripped me out and said that he complained about child support with all that money he got. See that selfishness.
Right.
You see
You don't
that,
really hear
but
about white
you
men
pick
complaining
up a
about child
prostitute,
support.
a sex
That
worker
just
from
make him a
Craigslist.
high earning dusty. He's a high
Hmm.
earning dusty. They got
Hmm.
those.
So Miss Community, I heard you say that, I don't know, I think that was like Friday night, and I about died. I was like, wow, golden dusty.
Oh, this is
That's
another one.
clever.
Entrepreneurial dusty. The ones that they don't have the money and they always have a business, but there's no business going on. So that's an entrepreneurial dusty.
Right.
Right.
That's
There's tons of different types of dusties. A golden dusty though. That's the truth. It's like, I don't know. So Adrian, what do you think? What do black men want from us? Because it seems like we're not accountable. I mean, like, we're the faults. Us older women, we're the ones that make the younger women not worth anything. We're not loyal. I mean, like, what do black men? I mean, you really think all of those things are true? I mean, what do they want? Like, what can we do to get them to, act right?
So first of all, I don't think that there is anything that I can do to make another grown adult act right.
Right.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Um,
Mhm.
what do they want? I have no idea. And hence our discussion, I don't know, last week about how I've been off the market for like more than a decade.
Mhm.
I don't know what they want. And I
Trash
don't know
Can
what
Ways,
they
can you tell us? And Unique View, well, Unique View is married, so he knows he has his legacy. But Trash Can Ways and all these younger guys, like, what do y'all want exactly? Let me see. Because black women have a representation of being
I think you
difficult,
meant what's
a
the
reputation.
reputation is I think what he
reputation.
meant.
So
Okay.
because black women have a reputation of being difficult, so it's not really black women don't date outside their race, but it's more difficult for them to date outside their race. I mean, why are we? I mean, we're just.
Oh, so he's saying it's hard for us to get a man of a different race. So
Mm,
that's why we do it less. Okay. Interesting
Not true.
perspective
mm.
because
I
we
See,
have a
white
mean,
men love
reputation
us,
of being
honey.
difficult.
Yeah, that's not true.
White men
I done
love
had
us. You know
Asian,
why?
White men love
Latino
us.
men.
Sorry,
Yeah.
white men love
Hmm.
us.
Because you know
Beating them off
why?
with a stick.
Yeah,
White men love us
because
because
white men love hustle, and they know a black
they
woman's
love
good for a good
exotic.
hustle. They know we gonna handle business. And white men probably tired. They probably tired of having a woman that is there. We gonna do everything. But they cool. They cool. We ain't got to even do everything with them. They just like our strength in our mindsets. You know what I'm saying? Boy, bye. Not that one when I messed up. I'm not sure he's seeing. Let me tune it up before I answer me, me,
This is why you be
me,
driving them crazy. You going backwards.
because that the grass is always greener on the other side. I know, right?
The
Well,
grass is
trash
never green
trash
on the
can
other side.
waves. Whoever he marries in whatever community, please invite me to your wedding so I can throw flowers and candy and rice and congratulate
Rocks.
you.
We see blind guy, his wife, their life said the boy parts fail. Then they want the woman to be faithful, help me without the benefits of his joystick.
Yes, yes, yes. I actually know women in that type of
happened is,
situation where the dick don't work no more. Now all of a sudden they want to get married and
yeah, they
expect you to
want
be
to marry
loyal to
on
what you
Jesus.
call
They
it,
the deacon in the
erectile
church.
dysfunction. Oh, you keep that little soft dick. Ain't nobody trying to play with you. And little soft dick in the old age. Now we grew old together. And now your dick don't work. That's different. But if
Yeah,
we not gonna start the game with broke dick.
right.
Okay.
No, why I have an
Wow.
Play in traffic.
87-year-old man calling me, 70-year-old man inboxing me,
How did
sweetheart,
I fall
how
asleep?
you how you haven't been married for at least since you were at least 50? Why you 80, 70, 80 years old and you're searching?
Why does everybody think I was asleep?
Because you were nodding off.
No, I wasn't. I have another phone sitting here and I'm reading the chat because I can't see it
Oh, that's why you're
on
doing
the
this?
screen I'm on. No, I'm literally leaning in to see because I don't have
Oh,
my
okay.
glasses on. Leave me alone. I'm not asleep. I'm reading the chat. I'm gonna
Okay.
start commenting. I haven't been commenting. I just been reading.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
I was having a conversation when I was in grad school with an older white lady. I don't know, I think she
Okay.
was like in her late 60s,
Okay. Do
early
tell.
70s.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, pardon?
I say do tell. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So I'm having this conversation with her. First of all, she was a how do you call it? Residential rental property owner, like many times over. It seemed like she owned everything in the community in which I lived at the time.
Okay.
So I would talk to her about her business and how she does her business or whatever. And she'd say, "Oh, Adrian, you're so serious. You need to go get a boyfriend." And I was like, "I'm busy. I'm getting my papers, my degrees and stuff." She said,
Mhm.
"Oh, Adrian, you're so serious. You don't get a boyfriend. No, no, no." So, we started talking about men or whatever. And she's
Uh-uh.
white. And I think
Okay,
she's
right.
only ever dated, whatever, white men.
So she
So
don't
I
have a
was giving
clue.
so I was giving her my perspective on things because we're just talking about men in general, right?
Mhm.
And so she said, when men get to be her age, they're looking for a nurse with a purse. And I,
Wow.
I about died.
Didn't I say that? Well, minus the purse.
I about died.
Wow. Hold on. And she said that about who?
She said this about older men.
Wow, that's true.
They're
Well,
looking
even
for a
the
nurse
smart ones.
with a purse.
At least they halfway smart to even think that. Some older men
I
are
don't
so
know about the
black men
purse
are so
part.
stubborn.
I don't know about the purse part. Older men seem to be just looking for a nurse, looking for somebody that'll take care of them in their older age.
Well,
They
the
don't want
mid
to die
age,
alone.
like the ones in the 40s that kind of let themselves break down, they still want a purse too. They still want that nurse, but they still want that purse too. They want you to have money to take care of them too, honey. They just
I
ugh,
mean, this was from the mouth of
an older white woman.
this almost 70-year-old white woman that owned all these rental properties. Oh, she was my landlord, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, she owns all these rental properties, and we're just chewing the fat around and talking about life and stuff. Nurse with a purse. I about died.
So no legacy, so we still not getting that legacy. That's the sole
Mm-mm.
problem.
They don't even
No
have the money
legacy.
like Anna Nicole Smith because they from the divorces and the baby mamas nickel and diming them. So by the time they get up to a certain age, they may not have as much as you.
Right. That's
Mhm.
ridiculous. So is there anything we can do as black women? Because we all single, correct?
Uh,
I'm
Hello?
single.
Yes.
I'm
It's
not.
not. We know that. We know you, Kyle. We know. I'm talking about Community Solutions Pro
Yes.
and OG Patrice. We all single.
Yes.
So what can we do? Like, so
Hold up. They
what's
really
our
think I'm asleep over here. Go ahead.
yeah, we do. We do. Because you was like, so
Because
what's the
I can't see. But go ahead. Sorry.
you're fine, you're fine. So what's the solution? Like what can we do on our end? Because we do want to, I mean, I don't know about y'all. I do want to get married. I really, really do. Honestly, I really, really, really do. I mean, I've been married a few times, but things men have changed. And I want to be a nice woman. I don't have to manipulate the situation. I mean, to get it done. But like, what do y'all feel? Like, what? How can we meet these men halfway? Is there any meeting them halfway?
Yeah, I definitely believe that there's a meeting halfway of the minds between black women and black men. For me, try to start with my brothers, right? And with my
Okay.
sons. If I see that they have good women in their lives that I know that are marriage material, like I was saying, I was talking to my brother. I'm like, listen, I'm a black woman that's telling you that this black woman loves you, is loyal to you, standing
Mm.
behind you. God damn it, give her the ring. Like what it's
And
been
what does
8
he say?
years.
What does he
You know,
say?
so I'll give you a prime example.
Mhm.
So I went home to Chicago for my brother that's married, my younger brother is married, was giving his wife a big birthday party. So I go home for that. So then the brother that ain't married, he's under me. He goes, well, I'm gonna pop the question. I want everybody to be there. I'm gonna marry her. I'm gonna ask her to marry me. Ask her to marry me. Guess what?
What?
It got whiffed back to her, his girlfriend, and she was like, he better not do it because I'm gonna embarrass him because he's doing it under the wrong pretenses. He's not ready, and I know he's not ready. So he went and got the ring and everything, like the whole night, but she didn't show up. She didn't show up to the party. So
Okay.
she wasn't playing with him, and she stopped taking his calls, stopped, being with him, and all this for 3-4 months go by. And I'm like, good, hold your ground, girl. Make him be on his man stuff, like hold your
Right.
ground as a woman and make him want to marry you for the right reasons, because he said to me, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry her now. I'm gonna marry her before somebody else get her. I said, that is the most selfish thing
Yeah, because that's not
that I
gonna
have
last.
ever heard a man say, that you're gonna marry her before somebody else get her. You done
That's
had
not
her for
love.
8 years. You know what the hell you got, dude. Like, grow up and
But he
quit
doesn't
it.
love her. He doesn't love her. I mean, there's no way a man gonna be with you
He
that
sees her
long.
value, but he's
Huh?
not in love with her. He sees
Yeah,
her value, but he's not in love with her.
he's still looking for another woman. So don't even push that, because he don't even want her, because they're gonna end up getting divorced. So he don't want
Listen,
her.
and I'm telling her, hold your ground. Like, you staying away. You're not talking to him. You're not answering the phone. You're not entertaining them. Girl, look, I come home a week later, she back over there with him. So I'm like, whatever, I'm done. Again, so it goes to women will let a man do what we
Right.
allow them to do to us.
Yeah,
Honey.
and they're good for milking your
Does anyone-
time.
Yeah,
I
so
give a damn.
so in this case, it's kind of like her fault, because he already put his cards on the table, because he's not making it clear, with his words. He laid his cards on the table, so it's up to her. So she must be fine with it. Does she want to get married? Because it don't sound like she do.
No, she wants to get married. She's been talking to marriage for the last 5 years.
So she's not
He's
doing the work.
No, she's playing the wife role, honey. She's over there cooking, cleaning. When he was sick and caught the C-19, baby, she went over there, doctored on him, and she ended up catching it too. That's how much she was
hell
loyal
no.
to my brother.
Oh,
And I'm
hell
like,
no.
dude, this
hell no.
woman is the one. Like, she's been proven everything. She's there for my mother. She helps. I mean, she's just there. She's that woman. And another woman
She's
with
steady
quality can
auditioning for
see
wife.
that in another woman. But like, you only can take so much. And I tell her, I don't give a damn if it's my brother. Like,
Right.
walk away. Don't let no man, continue to play this game with you. You a good
Right.
quality woman. Go get you a good quality brother.
Right, but she's
Don't marry
afraid.
no man because he's trying to say he don't want to lose you to somebody else. Really? Not because he love you and want to make you his wife?
And he'll be the one, like most men, he'll get to another woman and marry her in 6 months.
Yep.
Ain't
You
that
know, I
crazy?
told you about my cousin was with the same chick for like 20 years, had literally 20 years, had 7 kids with her and
Oh, my
3
God.
outside kids. And she kept him after that. She stayed with him through all of that foolishness, helped take care of them 3 kids he had outside of her, and then he left her and married someone else within 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, I
wait,
can't.
Lauren
what?
Hill. Lauren Hill
Then
had
he
5
was confused
kids.
why she was stalking him.
Lauren Hill let that man drive her crazy, honey.
And had 5 kids, and he went and married this WW white woman.
Hold on. He ended up
Rohan
getting
Marley.
married.
Yeah, he married. Yep. A few years ago, he married. Yep. Never did marry Lauren. Now, black women, we're gonna have to start being self-interested, like these other women. We're gonna have to
Oh,
start
yeah,
Right.
doing our
definitely had that.
ourselves.
You ain't
That's-
never lied. That's the thing. I mean, and as black women, I hate to say we're not handling the business. Just like your potential sister-in-law, Miss Patrice OG. She's not doing the work. A white woman
Yep.
will never put up with that bull.
Yep.
A
Well,
woman,
no, but
a white woman that's worth her
she
salt.
thinks she's putting in the work because she thinks
I
she's doing
know.
everything that would make him want her to marry.
Yeah.
But why? You're giving him every single thing right now.
Exactly.
And you're not setting any standards for yourself. You're
All she had
saying, okay, I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna wait around. He's gonna propose
Wait,
one
for
day.
what though? He's in his
It don't take that long to
50s.
figure out I'm fabulous.
I mean, come on, you're a 50-year-old man playing with me. Like, oh, I would be so offended. How old is she?
Exactly. She is in her late 40s.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I
You're
mean,
not gonna take all my good years. Fuck
I
you.
know,
I'm sorry.
exactly.
I
So
gotta
She
be
don't
home.
have a lot of kids. She only got one daughter. Her daughter is grown and out the house doing her own thing. So it ain't that. She got a damn good job. She's a beautiful, gorgeous woman.
It
It's
don't even
none of
matter,
that.
right?
So
It don't even matter.
so it's like, what do you want, bro? Like,
She's in love. He is not.
Right. And is she really in love? She can't be in love with that, because I'll be so indignant
Why
So
does she keep going back? Why does she
because
keep going back? A week
this,
later, she's over there, back over there. He called Bay this and Bay that, showing the ring. And I'm sitting there like, this is a buffoon right here. This is what I'm saying to myself. This is a buffoon. And then I go home and she back over there with him. So to me, it's like you're glutton for punishment at this point.
right. She
Yeah.
don't have
That's what
good
I'm
self,
that's what I'm thinking. You're
and
glutton
that's
for punishment. And I'm done talking to you as a woman because I don't want you to think that I'm
mm,
trying to be that woman to hate or this or that. Like I'm literally telling you, hold out and go
right,
and mind your business and do your life. You know what I mean? Because my
right.
brother obviously is not trying to wife you.
But when you're a single black woman trying to tell another single black woman that has a man, they always think we hating on them. They always think we
Mhm.
hating.
Thank you.
You know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying? So you can't. I mean, all you can do is I mean, because she should be blessed to have a potential sister-in-law that's in her corner. Like, how many women who are would have done like you have? A lot of times they just be
Mhm.
snickering and want the brothers to themselves. All of the attention. This is whatever sick crap women be thinking about. Versus other women. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's like as black women, we need to step our game up. We have no game. Is that
Yeah.
fair to say? Is that fair to say as black women we ain't got no game? We
Yeah.
have to
We're
realize
we're
that
Fair.
we're
we
too
don't read the
loyal,
room.
and we think that we can love them out of their pain, and they kick us in the ass and give us their ass to kiss,
I mean,
and
hard too. They would give
yeah,
you their
And
whole
and
like
take
I
up their
told her,
real.
entire
I said,
ass.
Hunty, I said, it ain't that much good dick in the world. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
It
Sometimes
like
it's
the
not
dick,
even that.
I-
Especially when you get
like
older, you just be so you don't want to be alone. She doesn't want to. And women, we have that problem. We don't want to be alone. She's feeding to. I mean, I'm gonna say something that's gonna blow your minds. There is a ratio gap between black men and black women. There are so many more black men, but I honestly feel there is a black man for every black woman. I honestly think that. I think if we
How
were
is that possible?
Black women
but
have
it's
not.
not. It's
We got
not.
we got to
It's
get
not.
passports like the brothers
because
do.
because 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 there's only gonna be a few sect of us who think that way, and if you embrace the fact there is someone that's for me, and then you will become strategic and make it happen instead of being hopeless and have no game plan. If I
But is
mean,
it a
think about how
black
many.
man that's for me? You know what I'm saying? You say I believe there's someone for everybody.
Right, right.
But if there's
Right.
not enough black
That
men
part.
for all the black women,
Exactly.
how
but
is there
but, but,
That
enough
part.
black men for
but I
every
think
black woman?
but if we think, I
Unless you're
mean,
sharing.
I really think there is a black man for every black woman if that's what she chooses. But I think we don't have any game plan. We already feel like
That don't make any sense, boo
we in the
boo.
whole. It doesn't make any sense.
If
But
you
if you
got
think, well,
5,000
listen,
people,
listen. You think about the numbers. How many black women think the way we're saying right now? So that you can wipe out like 3/4 of the black woman who don't have no game plan and feel like it's hopeless. So we're just gonna hold on. Whereas other women who got the game plan can sneak up and take that Patrice's brother and get married in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense numerical wise or statistically, but when you start weeding out the mindset, men need challenge, and we are not giving
okay,
them
what
no
about the
form of
mindset on the
challenge.
other side?
What,
Are
Ladies,
those black men trying to be settled down?
because
ladies,
like I said, we don't have a game plan, and that's why it's not working. If you be strategic, you can succeed. We aren't strategic. Strategic. What's up, Adrian?
ladies.
Yes.
Has anyone on the panel read Is Marriage for White People by
I've
Ralph
I've
Richardson?
heard of it, but I never read it.
No,
I'm
I
not a
heard of it.
reader.
I never read it either.
I can't
I
remember.
have
I
not
think I
read
might
it.
have read it a long time
I
ago.
need to read it.
Okay, and
Ma'am?
what about it?
Ma'am?
What about
No,
it?
I've not.
So it is my understanding that um the point of his book, the major epiphany of his book,
Mm-hmm.
um, is that number one, Black women allegedly outnumber Black men. So he talks
Mm-hmm.
about that, and this was I understand he wrote the book at least a decade ago, probably more than
Okay.
that.
When it
Uh,
wasn't even that bad then. Mm-hmm.
and point of information, it's my understanding that he is a law professor at Stanford, or he was when he wrote the book. It is
Mm-hmm.
my understanding that he is Well, he's a black man and he is
Okay.
married to a black woman. So let me just say that
Yeah,
first of all.
preface with that.
Yes, that's
So
true.
let me say that first of all. Okay. So it's my understanding that the premise of his book is that there are more black women than there are black men. And
Okay.
so if every black woman, I'm paraphrasing, if every black woman is going to have a partner or be partnered, then there just aren't enough black men.
Okay.
Period.
Yep.
So if
Yes.
you're going to be partnered, then you're going to need to start looking at other men. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how many black women think this way?
That's just it. That's just, and then I
Only
understand
two of
another
us. If we do it right now, all three of us can get a black man just like that. If we were to get a game plan and be strategic, we will not have any problems getting a black man, because what the key ingredient we're missing here is this challenge. Men need challenge, and we're not giving them, because they know familiarity breeds contempt. They have contempt for us because when they look at me, when they look at you, y'all, whatever, they're like, I know what she
So
wants. She wants this chocolate. She wants to get married. But if you play along like whatever, they'll be trying to get you to the altar, because men need challenge, because you'll be the chupacabra of black women.
she
We are
said the
not
chupacabra.
chupacabras.
But wait,
We are not the mystical
So,
beast. We are very
okay.
known a princess. Everyone knows about the princess, but who knows about the
So,
chupacabra?
Diversify.
so those are some of the premises of his book. But then I also understand that he's suggesting that when black women start looking at other men seriously as partnership candidates, then that's going to compel black men to like up their game.
Right.
This
Right.
is what he
Mhm.
says.
Mm-hmm.
Black man, Ralph Richard Banks, PhD, JD, law professor at Stanford, married to a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
These are the premises of his book.
Mm-hmm.
I have not read his book, but I need to read his book.
So
So
basically,
there's
he's
that.
saying we need to create some form of scarcity. We're not creating
Mhm.
scarcity.
Mhm. We're making it too
We're too
easy.
readily available
Mhm.
We're too
and
familiar.
looking desperate. You know, they can smell the desperation.
Yes, I
Mhm.
mean, like I said, I can be as cool as a cucumber, and they go come up on me. They like, I know you want to get married. How old are you? Oh yeah, you want this, yeah. But if I play along and act goofy, and I don't want nothing, and I'm blowing them off, I text slow and stuff like that. They be like, hello, what's wrong with this old trick? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that creates some kind of, it gets things churning. We just need to be more challenging. I mean, I don't know. What do y'all men think about that? Would that help if we become unfamiliar to y'all dudes? We see Trash Can Wave said, what the old folks say, I can show you better than I can tell you. Hey, ooh,
I
Lord have
Exactly.
can
mercy.
Yeah.
show
Sometimes we
you
need to get that.
better than I can tell you.
Okay, I can show you better. I can
And let me say
tell you.
this.
Snuggles, I love you, baby. Snuggles. What about Unique View? Where are you? Unique View, I would love to ask you, because you said you got married young. What made you get married young? What was your mindset? Well, first of all, I'm assuming that you're a black man. But what was your mindset to make you already married? I was about to try to husband up Unique View, but then he had to slow me down. He's a whole up player. He said, don't give me.
And honestly, I think Snuggles is op. I think Snuggles is either a white man or a white woman. I just honestly think that
I'm pretty sure
wholeheartedly.
Snuggles is a white man,
I think Snuggles is Trash Can Waves.
but he won't tell us.
Me.
Oh, you trying to start a fight? You trying to start a fight? You trying to start a fight?
I really
But
do
Snuggles
think
not
that.
going to tell us. He's going to keep us guessing.
Yeah, we never gonna know. Supply and demand, y'all. Yeah, it's so much supply. So what do you do in the supply and demand? We can't become scarce. We can't kill off other black women, but we can have a different type of mindset. We need to have an abundant mindset. We have a scarcity mindset, just like your sister-in-law Patrice. She has a scarcity mindset, and I promise you, all she got to do is hold out no more than a whole month to change her whole life. She's not putting
held
in the
out for
work.
3 months. She held out for 3 months. This went
For 3
on for
months?
3 months.
And
That
then
was
what
the
happened?
longest she held out. And when I left and came back home a week later, she was back over there with my brother. He calling her bae this and bae that and showing her the ring. And she, I'm like,
awful.
oh,
Showing
this
me a
is
ring. Show me a fucking ring. You
Hold
ain't
up.
put it on
He
my
got her the
finger.
ring or he's showing it to her? We mean.
No, she saw the ring. He got the ring.
Oh, okay. So they got engaged.
No, she's saying she's over there back with him, like they back in the relationship, but she's saying
They
he
no ring
ain't
on her finger.
ready. He ain't ready. But why the hell are you back over there with him if you know he's not
Because he's
ready?
teasing her with the ring.
Oh,
He's
hell no.
teasing her with the
Hold
ring.
on,
He baited her ass. He baited her ass.
What? And she's not
Like,
trying
I
to.
can't.
But
She's not
hold on,
angry?
Trash Can made another good point. He said, what he said, we all took toilet paper for granted till it wasn't available.
That's true.
That's right.
I don't
Did
like
we
being
That's
know?
compared
right.
to toilet paper, but that's true.
I mean, you
Facts.
know what I'm saying? And toilet paper, and you know the toilet paper was going to come back. But but that scarcity
Well,
for
you
a
don't know
moment.
when. And you're going to run
Yeah.
out of paper towels.
And so that's what we need to do as Black women in our own way, shape, or form by divesting or just being a player, however to get it
Divest your
done.
portfolio, ma'am.
Okay, but we are not in the abundant mindset as Black women. Like I said, I truly believe if we want a Black man, it is no problem. I am confident enough to say that, but we don't have a game plan. So whatever your game plan is, like I said, is divesting, do that or whatever. If you really fall in love and you move on, cool, even better. But we need to stop playing. We are playing with these men. We acting like we on a level playing field, and these dudes gonna be playing with us. They're not playing with us. We need to see them as ops.
We need to stop looking at them as the commodity.
Mm,
They now think
Lady.
themselves the commodity. We think they're the commodity.
sorry.
There's no motivation. There's no motivation on their part because they're the commodity. They
None.
want to be chased now instead of doing the chasing.
No.
What did Black Belt say the other day? I'm not chasing no woman. I'm never gonna chase a woman.
Who Black Belt said that?
Yeah, he said
He gonna
that.
chase his old ass though. I don't know what he talking about. He gonna chase his old ass. This old ass right here. He gonna chase it.
No, I don't think he's going. No, because you keep throwing it at him.
Yeah,
There's no
see,
challenge. There's no challenge.
that's a part of the trick. That's the trick. But what y'all gotta say?
Two can play that game.
Mm-hmm. What were you
Are
saying,
you there?
Adrian?
Yes, I was about to tell you. I was about to tell you about my chitlin commentary.
Your chitlings?
What you
My
talking about,
chitlin
Willis?
commentary.
Okay.
Okay, so listen.
Mm-hmm.
There was this dude. Look, Patrice, I'm not going to say the long, drawn out story, but there was this dude that was trying to holler at me more than a year back.
Mm-hmm.
And after speaking with him, I'm like, we're just not a good match.
Okay.
Worldviews are just too different. And he didn't understand what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, we're just not. It's not. No, sir, it's not. And so I'm like, okay, let me try to make this understandable for this man. I said, okay. I said, listen. I said, please don't compare your undercarriage. No, baby, no, Trash. Stop.
He is so stupid. That is a good analogy because it does kind of look like a vagina and it has a weird face. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Trash can
No, we're not
waste.
gonna do that.
I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead, Adrian. My bad.
Listen. So I said to him, I said, okay, baby, listen. Do you eat chitlins? And he's like, oh yeah, I eat chitlins with hot sauce on it. Like all that kind of crazy shit. Oops, excuse me, stuff.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And I'm like, I said, okay, so baby, do you know what chitlins are? Like, the chitlins are the cast off meat from the master's tables, right? And the chitlins are full of feces, right? Like, this, you understand this, right? Like, these are the cast offs.
Okay.
And you like to eat feces filled chitlins.
I do too. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. So I said, I like to eat filet mignon.
Amen.
And he said, Oh, that's because your parents. I said, no, no, baby, no. Listen, the first time I had filet mignon, I bought it. I talked to the butcher. He told me how to prepare it. I took it home. I prepared it. I plated it on my Noritake china. I poured myself a nice glass of wine and drank it out of my Waterford crystal
That sounds so darn good.
by my damn self.
Self.
I just need to know what you served with it. What was on the plate with the filet mignon?
I had some asparagus.
Okay.
Ooh,
Just
that sounds
asparagus?
good.
Just sauteed,
Asparagus.
tossed a little bit, still a little crunchy.
Yes, honey. Yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Dinner for
Al
one
dente. Knock
at
it out.
my table. My
Okay.
table. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Now, so I said to Mr. Chitlin Eater, I said, what you would say to a woman like me, get down in here in this gutter, black woman, and eat these feces filled chitlins with me. Because I am the best that you will ever do.
Oota.
Nah, bruh.
Jesus.
Nah.
Did he have to pick up his whole face after that?
Like, I'm like,
Did he commit suicide after that? I just need to know what happened next because that hurt my feelings. I don't eat chitlins
Okay.
either, boo. So I feel you. I'm here, but
This
wow.
was a phone discussion, so I didn't see his face, but he was
Uh-huh.
dead silent. It was like sounds of crickets.
What is that? Women
So
still
when
trying
I
to ease
say
that
to you,
chitlin
sir,
juice down on them.
when I say to you, sir, our worldviews are too different. This is what I mean. You like those feces filled chitlins, and I like filet mignon. Okay,
okay.
Amen.
bye
I'm right there
bye.
with you.
Well, at least you were honest
Uh,
with him and didn't try to waste your vagina on some dude that you know. And that's the thing. We need to stop wasting our vagina on men that we know for a fact that we're not going to be with. Because that
unless you
keeps
just
us.
want to have sex, because some people just want to have sex.
But I'm just saying, if you want a
If
husband,
you're auditioning for husband, I got you.
right, because that's going to waste your time. Like, I wanted to screw my
Stick
ex-husband
with husband
so
material.
bad. I really did because I need to have sex to clear my mind. But I know it's not going to go anywhere. So for what? For what? When I want a husband, like Kay said, if you just want to have sex, well, whatever. But if you're in the market for a husband, it's business time. And we as black women, I'm not trying to be hard on it because I want to. I just don't think we're handling any business. And I'm just now come to the point, okay, listen, the fun time is over. I had all my fun. It's time for the business.
Don't you wish there was a questionnaire they can fill out first before you waste any time? Before I even give you my phone number, let's
I
fill out
know,
this
right?
questionnaire. Not like an app per
Here,
se.
look. Here, fill out this life insurance needs analysis.
Wow, exactly. You're supposed to get back with me on that too. But
Yes, baby. Yes,
I got you. I
indeed.
know it takes time. I trust me because I know that's gonna be a complicated lie, but it's gonna be the bomb. Oh no. So community pros, what do you think? I mean, you think as black women we up on our game, Patrice, or what do y'all think? I mean, y'all think we can get a game plan? Y'all think we have a game plan? You think that's probably part of the problem, and that's where we can hold ourselves accountable? What do y'all feel as single women?
Listen, after experiencing what I experienced with my brother's girlfriend, I'm like, oh my
That really broke
gosh,
the hell out of you,
are
didn't it?
women really that desperate out
Yes.
here
Yep.
to get a
Yes.
man? Like,
You want
are
the
they
answer?
willing
Yep.
to compromise their morals, their values? Are they willing to compromise the things that makes them the woman that they are? Just to wait around that long for a man, and then to know that this man still, you saying yourself that this man is not ready. Like, are we willing to like stoop that low to I'm baffled by that, and especially for older women, because as older women, it's like, better, do better, been there, done that, got the goddamn t-shirt. It's like we supposed to be setting the example for the younger generation and telling them about our experience with men and what we go through.
Mm-hmm. But
You know what I mean? And it's I'm like, but I'm looking at some of these women, and I'm saying this is the reason why some men are choosing to be in polygamous relationship. They know that they
can
have more options because it's less of them and more than us. And women are a lot of women are settling. They are, and it's sad to say.
Let me tell you when I realized there was a big problem, and it wasn't because I was thinking, well, maybe, I don't know, but I knew it was a big problem where my daughter was like 16, 17, And I was like, however, for my 40s or whatever, I think, yeah. And so, and she was like telling me about how these little boys are acting stupid, right? And then I realized some of the guys I were dating, they was acting stupid, right? I was like, oh shit. She's telling me basically the same things I'm going through as a full grown woman. So I was thinking, maybe as a man get older, they become more mature. I come to realize it just depends on how they were raised. It doesn't matter how old they are. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. Bottom line, period. But it depends on how you were raised. And these men, it's just, why am I going through the same crap as a 16-year-old girl? Or, you know what I'm saying? Where's the growth? Why are these 40, 50-year-old men playing the same 16-year-old games?
Yeah, my brother is still playing the same game he played with women in his 20s and 30s, and he is 50-some years old.
What's his
It's like, I'm
motivation
gonna
to do
need you to
different?
have several seats, bro.
What is the motivation to do different?
Exactly. What Kay, like Kay said, ladies, what is the motivation for
Because we don't
example,
have
Patrice
standards.
Bazouli or any of these men deal with? We need to give them a
We-
motivation by
We think
creating
our
scarcity
standards. We
of
think our
mind.
standards are to say, oh
Not
well,
mine,
he's got to have this, that, and the other, but we don't set standards as to what we will allow and how much time we're willing to invest in something that may or may not be going somewhere.
right.
Like I say all
We're
the
not
time, it does not
business.
take a year to figure out that I'm fabulous. Okay, you just got to figure out if my fabulous is fabulous for you.
Right.
So
It's something on
you
your
got
table.
if at a year we're not talking about where we're going next. Yeah, I'm pretty much. It's now an open relationship. I'm fucking elsewhere because
Right.
you're not serious about me. I'm not saying we need to get married in a year. I'm saying we need to be talking about where we're going next
6
within
months.
that first
6 months
year.
to a year. 6 months at our
If
age. We got time to be playing
yeah,
with them.
if we're not serious, I mean, at our age, yes, we definitely need to be having those conversations earlier, trying to determine if this is a real candidate.
Right.
But
Because we already been through
when
life.
you're in the younger age group and eventually what you want is marriage, you can't give somebody 5 years of your life trying to determine if they're even willing to ever put a ring on it. I don't have that kind of time to
Hello.
play with at 25. I
Exactly.
damn sure don't have that at 40. So
Hello.
we're gonna have to have some serious conversations about where this is supposed to be heading.
Right. And
And
we too
if you're
scared to
not
do it.
feeling like, oh well, let's just keep going as we are. Oh, okay, I'm out.
We too
Because
scared.
what a lot of people say is, let's say you're 2 years in or 3 years in. Well, I've already put this much time in. Well, how much more time are you willing to put in? Is the
Listen,
question.
I'm
Not
gonna
how
tell
much
you, and
time
it
you've
don't.
already wasted. That's gone. You can't
And it
fix
don't
that.
matter to me what color you are in that aspect. I was with my ex for 2.5 years. He knew that when we started dating, I laid the cards on the line that I wanted to be married again, and that this is what I wanted. And when we got to that point, and when you have to have the serious conversation, and it's almost like pulling teeth to get him the answer.
I know.
Like what's up? What we doing? Where we going? Where it said? What's going on? This ain't that, and I ain't her. And he like, well, I don't want to get married. I said, okay, well, that's it.
At least he
I
was
broke it
honest.
off. I broke it off just like that.
Right.
Period, point blank, no questions asked, and didn't look back. And that was 2.5 years ago. And he was a white man. I don't give a shit if you're white, black, purple, green. If you ain't where I'm at, and I'm not giving no more years of the best years of my life to you as a woman, and you ain't where I'm at in talking about marriage. Period,
And
point blank.
And that's an excellent point. It does not matter the color of the men. Men are men. But unfortunately, with our black men, we kind of coddle them and baby them, and we do that with our brothers, our dads, our uncles, whatever, and we piling it on to these guys who we trying to be husbands with, and it doesn't work that way. That's a totally different dynamic. So I want to know from Trash Can Wave. He said y'all women need to read the game manual before y'all start to come up with a plan. So what do you mean by the game manual? Like, what are you referring to? Like,
I
you
don't think
saying?
he's referring to an actual book. I think
I
he's
know
talking
that. I'm
about
just saying, what's his
understanding.
mindset? What do you think he means by that? Like, is he trying to say that the game is rigged and we a lost cause, or where do you think he was going with that?
I have no idea, and I would really
Trash
love
can
to
waves.
elaborate.
Trash can
Elaborate,
waves.
please.
This is Adrian. This is Adrian, Trash Can Waves. I'm
Yeah, we
not
want to know.
eating the chitlins.
He said it's the cat and mouse we play. Right now, the game set
I'm
to
not
easy to or
eating
amateur.
the
A woman,
chitlins.
He said, this is a good point Trash Can Waste made, I think. He said, it's a cat and mouse game we play. Right now, the game's set to easy or amateur. A woman has to figure out what to do to step her game up to expert. Women play games on Legendary for a reason. Yeah,
Now, if you
so
go
he's
to
saying,
his very next statement too, go ahead.
oh, okay, let me see. A man plays game on Legendary for
Not
a
that one.
reason. Oh,
The
sorry.
last one.
Oh, hold on, let me see. Hold on. Please don't get mad at me.
So
Y'all. Let's see.
while these men are
When a
out
man
here
states
playing
his demands.
games,
Hold on. He says, why would I take the time to figure out whether or not you fabulous? Explain.
I'll explain, but that wasn't the one I was talking. It's the one after that. But
Oh. Mhm.
well, first of all, if I'm dating someone, if we're going out, you're gonna know I'm fabulous by the second date if you didn't figure it out on the first. I mean,
Mhm. How many
I
times
mean
you gonna do
that's
it?
how I see myself, and that's what I exude, and I expect you to see it as well. If you don't, then kick rocks. We're good. No harm, no foul. We don't
Right.
waste any more of each other's time. If you didn't see my fabulousness in the first or second date, more likely the first, then we should stop right here. I'm so serious because and I
Right.
mean this as a woman in my 40s. I mean this as a 17-year-old girl. I mean, I've never
Mhm.
had to deal with a man that didn't see I was fabulous.
You know what I always like what you said, Kay, before years ago. Every man you date, they should see you as a wife. Every man should want to wife you. Every man you date. You know, you was referring
And that's
to
been my experience.
right. Every man you date, they should see you as a wife, and we don't do that. And not necessarily, you know, what sister-in-law is doing by doing all these wifely duties, but it should be something, you know, something to behold and something he should really want. You know, every man should have that about you. And if that's not experiences we having, that's because, like Trash Can Wave said, we at the easy and amateur level, and these men, they stay on that high, that legendary level when it comes to games. He
It's so
said,
funny you said that, Pharmacy, because my brother's girlfriend, you know, when I told her I broke up with my guy for those very reasons, because 2.5 years into the relationship, like, we need to be taking it to that next level, and he wasn't there, and I left him. She was like, "Girl, you need to go. He was a good man. You need to go back and get your man." I said he can be a good man for somebody else, but he wasn't for me. He didn't want to get married.
He didn't
exactly.
want
What
what
the
I
hell would you need
wanted,
it
so why are we
for?
going to keep playing?
Exactly.
So
Say,
like Trash Can is talking about when a man states his demands, you know, we got to be, what are we playing? What game are we playing at this point? You have to be willing to state yours.
hold up, Caution. Before you even go that route, we gotta realize there's a game that we playing. A lot of
There's
women are
always a
saying,
game,
"I don't want to play games. Games aren't fair."
but
That's why
it's
men help
happening
us.
anyway, honey. It's
Exactly.
happening
So
anyway.
y'all want the man
Jump
to
on
play all the
board.
games? You know, girl, that's the thing.
You can be the
Women
player or
don't.
the played.
That's all to it. We got to realize there is a game. I mean, you don't have to put it in those terms, but women, we must be strategic, and we have no game plan whatsoever. Our only game plan a lot of times is to try to be the perfect wife before we're even a wife. How to
That's
bust
like
it
coming
wide
to the
open.
spades table and you don't put your suits together. You just say, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna throw out a card. Shit, we'll see what happens. I might renege. I might score the book. I might cut my partner. Who
You ain't never
knows?
lie.
No,
ain't
you got
never
to
lie.
organize those cards so you can see what the fuck you got, so you can play your cards accordingly.
Strategize. Okay, I only got 2 spades. Okay, like for us older women, okay, we got 2 spades. So what's our game plan? You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
And like we used to play, let's make sure the person with the most spades got the stronger hand. So let's go and switch them cards up. I'm gonna give you my
Okay.
2 spades and you play them bitches because I don't need them. So, you know, but there's got to be a strategy. We
Right.
came to the table and spades is a perfect example actually, because when you and I played together, we came to that game with a strategy. I knew how many spades you had. You knew how many I had. I knew what suits you were cutting. You knew what
Right.
suits I was cutting. You know, I
Right.
knew if you had the big joker and the little joker or whatever. We sat down and talked about this before we got to the table. So we
And
knew what to look for.
And that's what we should do as women, as a community of women. And that's why I still believe, and y'all still think I'm crazy. That's why I believe there is a black man for every black woman if that's what you want. Because you have to go in, you huddle up as sisters like we're doing right now. You know, exchange
And strategize.
ideas, tell us what your situation is, whatever, and get a strategy and go back and execute it. Because come on, women, we are brilliant. And don't let us get to a group and don't let us have one target. Like, let's say, Patrice, you have a man and you having some difficulty and he talking that bullshit. Girl, we all huddle up and we work that thing out and you go and you execute just like we all agreed for you to do. You don't think you're going to lock it down?
Win. It's time to win.
We will win, honey. You be
Gotta play
running
the
it.
game like you got some sense.
You know what I'm saying? And it's in the man you want to, the not just any kind of black man, but the black man you want. You know, if you can reel them into your space, girl, it's a wrap.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love, I mean, first and foremost, I'm a black woman. So, of course, I would love to be in a relationship and a marriage with a black man. But I am also realistic about that may or may not happen. So, I am exploring and broaden my horizons. For that being said, you know, I just have to be real and honest about that, you know.
Right. I love what Trash Can Wave said. He said, when a man states his demands, he's willing to walk away from a poker table if his cards get pulled. Women scared to state their demands because they're scared you stop playing with them. That is so true. That is so true. What do y'all think about that? Is that not the most realist statement ever when it comes to relationships? Are y'all scared to, or do y'all know women who are scared to make demands? You know, and not even the demands. It's just
for sure.
Absolutely, I know women that have made demands and then had to walk up back because, you know, he wasn't biting. He was willing to walk away. Right. So and they weren't willing to walk away. So they were playing Russian roulette a little bit. You know, I'm not willing to die. So, you know.
I always found that even in like my 20s and just throughout life, it's best not to treat men like they're a scarcity. Like I don't you call me, he'll call me and I'll be like, okay. And then he might not hear from me for a week or two. Right. Well, why you don't call me? Because I'm busy.
You ain't call me.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's best to just kind of pull back and let them work.
Because that's what they work. Yes. You know, we don't let them work. We try to, like I said, you know, men need to hunt. And we're like the deer that's already dead on the doorstep. They come out with a little hunting, you know, vest on and everything. And they're like, well, damn.
And then they just put this stuff up. They don't even want the deer. All the other women they juggling are blowing their phone up. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? But you were like, wait a minute, I haven't heard from her in a couple of weeks.
Right. If you can get them in your, if you can get them in your orbit, then you know, because women are playing themselves left and right. There's so much scarcity mindset out there. It's not even funny. Adrian said, "I'm not eating those chitlins, girl. Chitlins the bomb. I will be over here eating my filet mignon by myself." Now,
y'all keep them chitterlings to yourself.
Right. I don't blame Adrian because you know what? You can. It's literally that old blues song. I could do bad by myself.
Yes.
I don't need your help to starve to death. And that's the thing. A lot of people are afraid of being alone.
Right. They even the young girls, honey. I know young girls, beautiful and and it doesn't even. And what I can't stand is how these older men, our age group, try to blame us because we messing up the young girls because I guess they can't. The young girls want them to pay some money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the young girls have looked at the reason why they're so rough is because they've looked at our generation and how we're getting treated.
Well, they thinking they thinking we the ones messed them up by trying to teach them game. We can't teach young people nothing. Number one, but like they see how, like you said, what again, Adrian? I mean, I call you Adrian. How we can some community solutions. What they say now?
What they say, the young people are like the sugar babies and all this other stuff. They like, run my paper, oh man. And then and you know what? They'll rob them. So you want to be nasty and get a young girl? They're gonna call their homeboys over there and they're gonna set you up. See, you should be playing in the field with the people your age,
right?
But you're not ready for what's out there with these young people because they about that life.
And they are all the way about that life. And if they're not about that life, they got some fool around them that's about that life and who do it just for kicks and giggles. You're right. You are never lie.
Notice that's what they do. The older they get, the younger they want the woman. And men our age, 40s, mid 40s, 50s, that's what they're going after, which lessens our chance even more for finding men our age. So it's so many, you know, it's so many spins, you know, to it. And I tell the older guys, what's that?
travel out. It's not that much. Go to other countries. Like, you see these passport brothers, go to other countries, and I'm
Well,
not
you know why they
necessarily.
do that passport stuff, right?
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
can get those 10-year-old girls and stuff.
Yeah, the $12 sex workers, and then they talk them down to $5, according to what some of the manosphere that live in those countries. They
And
say
they
they coming
proud
over
of
here
it.
messing it up for us because
And they proud of it too.
talk. You done spent money on a passport and a ticket, and you gonna try to talk the woman down, bruh? No,
Sick. Because they
you
have no, like, Trash Can Wave said, the respect for women. So we have a new person, the boys. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And so the boys, he's
I
trying
think
to
I'm a narcissist.
You said what now? Yeah, he's trying to troll, and he says, "I think I'm a narcissist." So the boys, he knows how black women, when we hear the word narcissist, we hold on to that word and we, like a rabid dog. So he's trying to get us to go there. He wants any advice for narcissists. I just suggest personally
Therapy.
that you pray because that's
Go
a
lay on
demon.
somebody's sofa. Go lay on
First of all,
somebody's
I
sofa.
don't argue or have conversations with a narcissist. Even if they say I think I'm a narcissist, no matter what advice you give them, they're not going to listen because they're a
You ain't never
goddamn
lie, honey.
narcissist.
Right. Narcissists don't actually ever admit that they're narcissists.
They don't. So yeah, so he's like I said, he's trolling because black women like a dog on a bone with that word. Me say, Adrian, that's the thing. Trash Can Waste. I don't have anything to prove to anyone. Kasha says I don't eat chitterlings. My stomach hurts. Girl, chitterlings the bomb. I ain't lie. Okay, no to the chitterlings, narcissist. What are your not okay? I'll bite the boys. What's your narcissistic traits? Please don't. Let me see, because I love oxtails. Okay, what about some? Okay, they have their own little conversation. Trees walk so I can rejoin the panel. Okay, let's see. I'm not. I think I am. Well, the boys stacking up. And that's basically it for right now. Look like, let me see. Love oysters. Ooh, the oysters be good right about now. I'm on the oysters.
You're caught up.
Okay, good. Yeah, thank you, honey. But yeah, we just need to get PC. Hold on. Did she join back yet? Yeah, we just need a game plan. We just need a game plan. I mean, do y'all believe in that, or I'm just being too optimistic?
I
You know
don't see
what?
what anybody on this panel is having any trouble finding any dates. Well, is it the quality of men that y'all are meeting, or what?
I'm
I
not
mean,
having problems with dates at all. But it's about compatibility for me. It's about
that's a
the
good thing.
person is equally yoked with what I want and where I'm going, and I'm dating with a purpose. I'm not dating out here to just have
Dating with
casual
purpose.
dates
I
or
like that.
have a
Mhm.
friend's benefit. I'm not dating to just have one night stands or
Mm.
date this guy, date that guy, because my girlfriend was like, well, at least you meeting a lot of friends. Girl, I got enough goddamn friends. I am trying to find a
You ain't
husband.
never
Okay.
lie. You
Big
ain't never
difference.
lie
Like,
for
miss
real.
me with that
Yes.
bullshit right there. It's amazing that people
Get
will
on
try to
that.
put their things on you. Like my brother's girlfriend was like, girl, you better go back and get your man. He was a good man. He's a nice man. He's a good man. He just wasn't for me because he didn't want to get married.
Right.
So I'm not gonna settle for what my standards of what I want just because I want them. Men don't do it. Men don't do it. Why should we do it?
We don't have to get what you
Have a
want.
game plan, yes, but I'm dating with a purpose. I'm dating for the
Right.
purpose to be a married woman again.
Right.
That's what
Intentional
I want.
dating.
You know,
Yes. And y'all think older women, y'all think they have that mindset of intentional dating, or are they just glad to have a man in their orbit, in their space? Y'all think they have? Do you think we usually have a game plan to want a husband? Or are we halfway
I think it's
saying,
the
but we?
latter. I think it's the latter. I really do. With a lot of women, I think it's the latter.
Mm-hmm. And what's the
You know,
ladder again? What do you mean by the ladder?
I
Like,
think that they just want to have a man in their space. They just want
yeah.
to have a man. Some man is better than no man. Listen, I know women right now are sharing men, knowing that a woman that is the wife, she ain't going nowhere. She know he got the side piece. The side piece know about the wife, and they both ain't going nowhere. So they both is sharing this man.
Right.
That is a buffoon to me. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
Wow.
you're right. Yeah, what is the problem? I mean, because we all have men in our space. I mean, I think my problem is, I mean, I just well, COVID, kind of made things a little more complicated, but just knowing D1, I'm trying to use my discernment more and know if a man's going to be close to D1. And, they may be compatible. I mean, I have men that decent, educated, and I mean, that don't really matter, but this and this and that and that. And I just know they're not the one. So I'm not going to crack my legs open or even go out on a simple date because, for what? I mean, maybe I'm being too harsh and I can't find out anything.
But
Not at
what
least
is
when I
it
don't
that's
date.
the deal breaker? And are you on the 80-20 rule, or do you need, what percentage do you need for it to be workable for you?
For me to see a man that'd be like, I'm gonna go out on a date because I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I don't mind the 80-20 rule, but it's just, it's like, a man knows if the woman's D1. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of gauge, it's just something, like this one guy I met and he was younger. So that was really up my alley. I mean, but he was still within a range where he could take me seriously and not just screw me. I think, but, we met for the first time. It was COVID, and so he wanted to bring me. We exchanged numbers or whatever. We was talking for a while, so he wanted to bring me in for a hug. I don't know you like that, and then it's COVID, so I kind of pulled back, and I was like, I don't know you like that. Kind of like flirty, and I,
Mm-hmm.
shook his hand or whatever because I can control that, and he just did not like that. So from there, I knew immediately this man does not have patience and he does not find me that attractive to him where he got over it, so his attitude was always kind of horrible, like kind of snarky. So I just knew from
Yeah.
there it was a wrap. It was
Well,
just
if it didn't feel good in your spirit, then there's a
exactly.
reason for that to let that go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm lonely. I could have been, like, well, let me see, blah, 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 blah. But all right, see, this man don't have no patience. So offer something so little and we just met when it's supposed to be one of the most magical moments when you first meet somebody,
Mm-hmm.
so all right. So what's the point? So, just stuff like that. The boy said, I never
Ladies,
even knew what a narcissist was until I watched videos on it. I mean, so that's good that you're studying it and everything. I always fake my emotions and never realized it. The boys, you're so open. Let me see. Yes, I want to heal myself. I hate how bad the label narcissist is. Did y'all read why he said he was a narcissist?
I didn't. I
He
didn't
said,
see it.
he said, if I'm saying something, okay, this is his reason why he said he's a narcissist. If I'm saying something, then someone says something that proves me wrong, I will chuck in a little complicated lie to make me right because I feel like I said enough truth that little mistake, whatever.
Now I'm gonna say this. This is
Uh-huh.
exactly why he or she is definitely a narcissist, because you see how they just came in and made this whole goddamn conversation about them.
Yeah.
That's what narcissists do.
Mm-hmm.
You got on
Hello?
to that. You
Yeah,
are
listen,
awesome. You done
I
changed the
am
whole
I am not
dynamic of our
saying
situation.
I am not saying nothing. Miss me with this bullshit right here.
I love you.
that's OG Patrice.
You say you know why I know he a narcissist? He already made all this shit about him. I love you for that, girl. You the bomb. He showed it. I was right there. My dumb ass already said at the beginning that I wasn't gonna bite. I said, well, I'll bite a little bit. Then he had me all into him. I'm so stupid. Thank you, sister girl. You see how I felt? See, that's why we need sisterhood. He said, oh, I'm still reading his crap like a clown. Oh my God, he said, and I can't help it. I hate the bad level of a narcissist. Kay says you have several of the symptoms. There are tests available online. Thank you, Kasha, for ending that. Thank you, Patrice.
I do what I can.
He had me all sucked in like a clown. Patrice said, miss me with that bullshit. The boys, I suggest hiding your emotions and bottling all that up. You are
That kid's stupid. He said he's a troll.
You said, I'm not trolling though. He's not trolling though. That's how you got to treat a troll. Sorry. He said,
'Cause
bro, I'm not
okay,
trolling
so
though.
if you're not a troll, why
Where's
would you come
Neville?
onto a post where we're not talking? Oh, because it said mental illness. Maybe that's why. It did say something about mental illness. So maybe that's why. I was about to say, why would you come in on this
Oh, my
conversation?
bad. Oh, okay, my bad. Thank you for clearing that out. Okay, baby.
You
Oh,
are.
but what about what your tree said though?
I mean, well, there's still a mental illness, narcissism. So,
Well, okay.
he need to go take an online test.
Okay, yeah, take the online test. And the boys, actually, on Tuesday, we having a mental health therapist that's coming in, and we're talking about Black men and mental health, or just mental health in general. So come back on Tuesday. We will have a serious live discussion. It's not going to be none of this keek or whatever, because I want this man to think I have some sense,
What
because he
time?
don't know this part of me. So with that being said, so come back on. You said what now?
What time?
Oh, it's at 8:00 on Tuesday.
8:00 Tuesday night. All right.
And so
I'm gonna come.
Okay, I know. I hope so. So the boys come back on Tuesday. Let's blame it on the pharmacist. Wow, that was a good catch though, Kasha. But Patricia was so right though. He had it all on him.
She said, Black women are so forgiving and caring. Yes, we can be.
Yes, we are. And I'm so dumb. I feel like a sucker right now. So anyway, we about to end. So y'all have any last words or anything?
You were being a good host.
Screw you. Anyway.
Oh, did you just check my shade?
You said what?
I have some last words.
Yeah, go ahead, Adrian. Help yourself, honey.
Just say no to the chitlins.
But it tastes so good though. It's so nice to have a nice
hold on. Let me tell our little chitlin story. Okay, so I don't eat chitlins. Okay, so back in the day, years ago, I had a 1-bedroom condo. So so it's not a whole lot of square footage here, right? Okay. Anyway, Miss Ma'am comes over and she's got a container with some chitlins in it. And she says, I want to heat these up. And I said, you're not about to funk up my house with the smell of some chitlins. And she was like, oh, they don't stink. They don't stink. They clean real good. They don't stink.
They don't.
So I was like, okay, if you're sure. And she's like, they don't stink. They don't stink. Man, about 30 seconds later, my whole house smelled like shit. I was like, Heifer, oh my God.
Girl, those chitlins are amazing.
It was horrible. Oh, and she ate that shit like it was filet mignon.
Yes, I did. Okay. Girl, they were better for filet mignon. What are you talking about, yo?
She ate it like it was a true delicacy. I mean, she was slopping it up like it was the most delicious thing she had ever had. And she was serious about that. So she got some hot sauce. I mean, come on now.
Girl.
Go to hell.
Oh, yo, the boy said before he heads out, he said, before I head out, could one of you lovely ladies bust down real quick? What do you mean? What does he mean?
What's bust down?
What's bust down? We're older women. What does bust down mean?
Why are you all still giving the narcissist attention?
Trash can said burn some incense. So let's clear the air. We got to get this fuck out of here.
What happened?
Please block the narcissist.
Trash can said burn some incense. We got to no, he meant for the damn chitlins. I thought you meant to clear this damn energy that the boys keep trying to bring to us.
But y'all, what is a bust down? Like, what do you mean bust down? Like, what do he wants to do?
I don't know. I'm old.
I don't know. Me too, girl. Look, trash can ways. What is bust down? I have no idea. And I'm not entertaining the damn narcissist, okay?
Patrice,
ladies, we might need to consult the Urban Dictionary on that one. The Urban Dictionary.
And Patrice, I have a problem because my African husband was a big time narcissist. So I still have a problem. I want to pay the boy so much attention because he needs me.
That's why you've been on that.
Go to Codependent Narcissist Anonymous course. It takes some class.
Patrice, you're ready. Dang. You are ready.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's a TikTok video where women.
Oh, you talking about the Bust It challenge?
Oh, probably bust it all. He said, "Bust it all up, baby girl." I'm in love with him, guys. I love him. Shake what your mama gave you. I love you, but the boys, y'all helping me.
Kiss
God help me, I
ass.
love him. He's a narcissist and I must save him from himself. I know I
I'm
can be the
dead.
one.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
All
I
right,
am
Patrice,
dead.
you have any
My
last
fi-
words, son?
my final
Listen,
answer.
I just want us women because we've had a very good conversation.
Yes, we did.
I hope that we take to heed with what each other's had to say and our opinions and views on relationships and men and dating and interracial dating and whatever else we've covered. I want us to be, especially we all over 40 plus. I
Mhm.
want us to set examples for other women. As much as I get frustrated with my brother's girlfriend, I still find the need to still have to try to talk to younger women, to talk to the younger generation about relationships and men's and things from my own experience, and to give them real life experiences. And then, give the choices, have the choices for them to make up. But I want us women to do better too.
Yes, we
We need to
must.
do better with upholding ourselves accountable for the behavior that we allow men to do to us and portray upon
Mhm.
us. We have
Because
to
men
be
are
better.
men. And what I
We
love
have to
about
be
what you
better
said,
than that.
Patrice, is you gave a perfect example of, because sometimes we're just so hard on black men, which they deserve, but you gave an example of even a white man was,
Girl,
what
bye.
I'm
I ain't playing. I'm
saying?
telling you, I don't care.
And but,
I ain't having it.
but what you showed was all men will need challenge, and that's just across the board. Because you could have had this white man pulling you by the nose, and he just like, I don't want to get married. You know what I'm saying? And then you could have
Exactly.
gone down that dark rabbit hole. So we need to learn that as black women is not necessarily a black man thing. That is the difficulty, is a man thing, and we need to change how we deal with the scarcity, or just in general with men. Because white men aren't
Exactly.
scarce, but he was still a man, and you took him at face value. You didn't try to change his mind. You didn't try
Nope.
to cook for him. Do some extra cooking. You didn't try to learn how to do Kuma Sutra. You didn't try to do nothing. He already said what
How
he
to do
said, and
what?
that was that. Fuck you.
Thomas, honey,
I'm sorry.
quit
I'm sorry.
playing.
Y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get nasty, but I'm so tired of her.
Thomas, go try.
And it's really
Get it.
upsetting me that the
Get it.
boys want me to bust it down. He want me
But
to
you
bust
over
it
here
down,
trying
y'all.
to figure out how to bust
Tell me,
it.
y'all
Bust it.
y'all tell me to stop. I have a narcissist tell me to bust
Tish,
it down.
Tish, if you
No.
don't, that's not how you bust it. First of all, so I'm gonna need you to stop with the
Oh,
old
okay,
lady
okay.
bust it.
I was like,
No,
hell,
ma'am.
he wants me
No,
to bust
no,
that.
no, girl, no, 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 no. That is not the way. We're not gonna do that. No, ma'am.
And y'all see how in the sisterhood, y'all see I really do have a problem. I love dealing with narcissists because they are just stupid. I love it. I mean,
Oh,
seriously,
Girl, narcissists drive you crazy. I
they
can't.
will.
Like I
And
can't
and
it's
he
do it.
just
funny
came
because
out
you
with
can
the
see
N
them a
word.
mile
What the
away.
hell?
He said, N-word, I can't even help myself. For real, y'all need to not be so harsh on us. Dude, man. Damn. I think he's probably from Pakistan or something. He talking weird. They have that weird American thing going. Trash can ways. Blonde got his like, oh, you still here? Thank you, hon. Thank
I
you.
didn't know she was still there.
I know. Oh, my vivid life still here.
Square.
I love Patrice Garner was so confident and sure with how she handled the man she ended a relationship with. And it's a reminder that we don't have to accept less. Yeah. And she
Amen.
didn't get caught up in the white man stuff. A lot of times when we have something different, we kind of want to figure it out. But she know a man is a man is a man. She did not get tripped up.
And what you don't want to
At
do
that part.
is leave our community for worse or bad, just as bad.
Right.
That part.
Or put up with the same bullshit on the other side. No.
Mhm.
Because you definitely know where you from.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, he was a good man, no problem with him. He just wasn't for me because he didn't want to get married. So you're not for me, whether you're black or white. If you're not where I am and my
Bye,
Right.
stance.
blind
Correct.
guy.
Good
Say
night,
you
baby.
good
We
as
about to
sleep.
end out anyway. So, Miss Community Pro Solutions Pro One, what's your ending words?
Keep hope alive, as Jesse Jackson would say. Uh,
I'm sorry, I
keep
wasn't
hope
ready for
alive.
that.
Not Jesse Jackson.
And what the
And
hell does that
just say
mean?
no
Just
to
a
the
girl.
chitlins.
We know
I'm
chitlins
right
are
there
fun
with
and
you.
dirty.
Adrian, I'm right there with you.
Okay, what's your final words?
Set standards. Set your standards. Figure
Mm.
out what you're willing to tolerate, how much of your time you're willing to invest.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
absolutely.
stick to your guns.
Yeah, stick to your
Absolutely.
guns. Yeah, like with your sister-in-law, Miss Patrice, she ain't sticking to her guns, and that's the thing.
Nope,
Men,
her
men,
would be sister-in-law.
well,
She
I
ain't got no
mean, yeah,
ring.
yeah. But men don't women. We don't understand if we stick to our guns, they will come around because they're not used to no one sticking to their guns.
But you know what? Here's the beauty of it. If they don't, then you stop wasting your time. If he says,
Right.
"Okay,
Exactly.
I'm out," okay, then fuck you. You didn't see the work in me, so bye.
Exactly. Hey, Miss Adrian, do you have anything else to say besides don't eat the chitlins? Because I'm not gonna stop eating chitlins. I'm just not gonna stop. That's just like me
Well,
saying I'm
I
not gonna
was
deal with another
so
narcissist. There's just certain things I'm just gonna keep doing.
okay, but you do understand that I was speaking figuratively,
Oh
right?
yeah. I know. Yeah, no, I
So I'm
know, I
gonna
know.
say, just say
Mhm.
no to the chitlins.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said,
She's staying
I
true to it.
appreciate I
She ain't new
appreciate it,
to it.
ladies. I love it. I
And
really
can I just shout
yes.
out, give Trash Can Wave a shout out for hanging with us ladies in our
I
He
craziness,
stays with
know.
it,
and give
don't
a
he?
different business perspective. Like for real,
It
I
is a
love you,
with it.
Trash Can. Like shout out to you.
You're right.
Mad
So
shout outs to
yeah,
Trash
yeah,
Can
please check
Waves.
out his channel too because he has some of the most off the
What he said,
wall
don't
mind.
say goodnight to me. I can't leave till y'all say goodbye to
It's this
everybody.
stuff I can't understand how he puts it together. Blind guy, his wife, their life. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Thank you. My Vivid Life. Thank you so much. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you for coming. Mhm. Trash Can Ways, life never do without you. Love will never do.
No,
Love it.
the singing and the dancing combo, no ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
So I appreciate you, Trash Can Ways. Love you, guys. I already said blind guy, his wife, their life, right? Thank you for hanging to the end because I know y'all so busy. Love you, love you, love you again. My Vivid Life, yeah, love you again. Who else was here? Where's the narcissist? Thank you, the
Did you say
boys, for
goodbye to the
coming.
boys?
I don't love you.
Unique
I think I
view,
kind of
unique
love
You
you.
view.
do love him. You
I
do
do
love
love
him.
him.
You
I
love
can't
him.
help it.
It was
Listen,
somebody in here with a K, a name K or
That's
something.
me.
Start with a K. Then it was
That's me.
in the chat. Oh, that's you. Okay,
no,
That's
okay.
me.
All
yeah, she
right.
in the chat. You look a nut. Let me see.
All right.
It's
Where's
Kasha
my
age
boy?
30. That's me.
Where
Oh,
Adrian
okay.
Nash? You're here. Appreciate you so much. Where is what's his name again? The
Unique view.
yeah. Where's Unique View at?
Oh
I haven't
yeah,
seen him in a
Unique was
while.
in here earlier. Yeah,
Mhm.
he was in here
Okay.
earlier.
Thank you, Snuggles. Oh, Snuggles got mad. Don't worry, baby. I'll do that whole little.
Snuggles is still here. He hadn't
Yep.
said anything
Snuggles
in a
at the
while.
agent art. Say goodnight
The
to the agent
narcissist
art.
came in and took over. Snuggles didn't know what to do with
That
that.
probably was Snuggles. Who knows? Snuggles ain't said nothing since 10:32, and he put up. This is where he put up the mouth, the little zip.
Right.
So
That
he
is the
mad.
last thing I saw from him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he mad. He mad.
Okay.
And I think that was it, guys. Right? Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyway, so until the next time, guys, make sure and come back
See
on
y'all
Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Yeah, because we're gonna have a serious conversation about mental health, and he's gonna really be able to answer y'all the right way. And y'all, let's behave, okay? I don't want him to know I'm a freak, okay? A freak that loves narcissists, okay? It's
All right,
all,
Okay.
ladies.
And
it's
I
all
won't
Okay.
all
curse.
Good
right.
night.
Don't take it personal. So all right. So love you, girls. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye. Night.
All right, ladies. Bye
Goodbye.
bye. Bye, chat.
Bye. Bye. I love you. What's his name? What's his name? What's that
The
guy name
boys.
again? The
The
boys. I
boys.
love you. I love you. Call me. Call me.
Girl,
So you
in
can
the damn live.
so you can ruin my life.
Get your whole life together in the lives.
Call me so you can ruin my life.